Okie
Hello, chat. It's time for Heavensward. Again. We're getting close to the end. We are. Today with me, we're going to be starting the Hildebrand questline. And therefore, with me, I have our dedicated Hildebrand correspondent, Otaku. Otaku, how are you?
Amused at the fact that as I was thinking dedicated Hildebrand correspondent, you said dedicated Hildebrand correspondent.
Yeah, simpatico. That's us. All right. So, to once again get a few things going here, to say things, I'm checking how many quests there are, and there are actually fewer than I originally thought, because back in A Realm Reborn, you might recall there were about 4 quests per patch, let's say. Not so in every expansion going forwards. Now there's only about 2. Does this mean we will get through the entire questline in one day? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out together, as friends. So let's, Alright. Hello, Nashu. How are you doing today? Oh, that's not the right button. Just ignore that, folks. Don't worry about that. I don't know why I still have that on my... Why do I still have that? Anyway. A gentleman falls rather than flies. As you catch sight of Nashu, you cannot help but wonder if you're about to have a bad time.
Well, I'll be. Ruja Lorelei in the flesh. A pleasure to see you again.
Turning around and running right now.
Wait, what they call serendipity? It is, isn't it? That settles it. You've got to help me find the inspector.
No, serendipity is the guildmaster of the Goldsmith Guild.
Cool, I was hoping you would silently agree. So, I've been trying to calculate the trajectory the inspector took when he was catapulted into the sky again. I've triple-checked my figures, and I've concluded that he must have landed somewhere here in Ishgard. Oh, excuse me. Unfortunately, the investigation hasn't been proceeding as smoothly as I had hoped. But now that you're here, sure to make some progress. You're funny like that. Come, let's speak with the merchants and see if anyone hasn't had dealings with a gentlemanly Highlander.
Alright. I'm sure that'll be fine. Alright. A gentlemanly Highlander, you say? My apologies, but I cannot say I have had dealings with a man as you describe. And I don't think we can... Yeah, we can't talk further with them because they're actually merchants.
They're NPCs. They're allergic to small talk.
Yes.
Or rather, that option isn't available when they're on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
Good morrow to you, madam, sir. Oh, you're looking for someone. A gentlemanly Highlander. I know not this man of whom you speak, but mayhap Mistress Elise does. She is rather well acquainted with rather a lot of merchants and noblemen.
That is true. Hi, Nashu.
Blimey, sir? Hey, sir? You must be checking your ledgers to see if he was a customer. That's very kind of you, sir.
It's true. I'm sure he is doing that.
What?
I've sold my fair share of goods to Highlander adventurers, but I'd not describe such clients as particularly gentlemanly, I'm afraid. Alright, well, let's...
Over here, over here, over
Huh?
here, over here, over here, over here, over here.
Ah, yep, there he
Bastard
is.
spotted. fucking bastard.
You were right. Hello. Has Eva...
Sorry.
Oh, no.
I missed
Yeah, no worries.
missed a thing.
Do you want me to do this one, or, because
Oh,
I think
no, I got it.
Nashu's probably going to come up too, so there's going to be some
Fair.
Nashu talking. So,
Fair.
should I?
Sure.
Okay. As ever, a warm welcome to you, miss. How may I be of service? A gentlemanly Highlander, you say? Now that I think of it, I have heard tell of a foreigner who may be the man of whom you seek.
Blimey! Begging your pardons, miss. Did you say you know Inspector Hildebrand?
An acquaintance of yours, I presume? I do not know his name, only that he is here by invitation of Lord Edmont, or so it is rumored. Surely, as a ward of House Fortemps, it would be a trifling matter to go and ask after him at the manor.
With serendipity. To Fortemps Manor! Also, completely unrelated, but I want that dress, I want that dress, I want that dress, I want that dress. The one at the Gold Saucer sucks in comparison. I want the fucking fur trim collar.
I must say, since throwing wide the gates of judgment, we have no shortage of interesting visitors. Yeah, I'm sure. Alright, last Weigel.
Xeno's voice, I want to hunt.
Sorry, one sec. What was that? I heard a Windows noise. I got scared. Go ahead.
Well met, Master Ashbourne. Mistress Lorelei. Do the two of you require assistance?
God, I forgot how fucking good your French accent is. It pisses me off so much because I could never do it. You've played more Dragon Age than me.
Yeah.
Fuck! I need to spend
I'm
more
also
time in
not
Orlais,
as
and
good as someone who has actually studied French.
Well, sure, we're not trying
I
to
will
do.
say this straight up.
We're not trying to do accurate French accents. We're trying to do good French accents. Totally different.
True.
Anyway.
It is as you say. At this time, Lord Edmond is entertaining a foreign guest. Huzzah! We found the inspector! If I am not mistaken, the meeting should be ending shortly. If you like, you may retire to the gazebo and wait for our guest to depart. A gazebo? Aren't those dangerous? Then again, you seem a responsible sort, not like to let a wild gazebo run amok. Very well, we humbly accept your offer.
What? What did she mean by this?
And if it wakes up, we'll have the two of you there to protect me.
I guess. Wait, gotta talk to the knight again.
It's a certain gazebo.
I don't think I've seen that one before. It's good. It's a fucking
Delightful.
gazebo.
It's just a fucking gazebo. Oh, yep. Creepy bastard spotted.
Oh, yep, behind there. Crazy.
With what powerful magics did they tame this dread fiend? Cow blimey.
True. Yep, waiting. sure is waiting.
That stinky little bastard has actually dressed for the weather.
Damn.
Alan is staring at the little kettle on that stove and thinking, they really need to fucking get that thing off of there. It's gonna be empty within, like, not even 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Just with how much steam is coming out.
It's been boiling there for the entire Dragon Song War.
I know. And they can't hunter stew this bullshit.
Mm-hmm. No infinite kettle.
That must be Inspector Hildebrand.
I cannot well imagine how arduous your journey must have been.
Truth be told, I've found the brisk Corthan air to be rather invigorating. It stimulates both body and mind. A welcome benefit when one must discuss matters of commerce. I dare say we would not have accomplished so much otherwise.
You are, Inspector. Looking all over for you.
I say, who do I see before me? Not one but two of my beloved son's faithful companions.
Well, Goblet. But I thought... I mean, gentlemanly Highlander. It fits.
Yeah, it's true.
Hildy, Nishgard, this is the first I've heard of it.
Aha! I found you at last, heretic!
What the fuck?
Who is this fucking blonde twink?
It's Saber from the Fate Stay Night series.
Yes, you! The hulking brute with a mad gleam in his eye! Your brazen heresy is plain for all to see! Surrender yourself to the Inquisition at once!
It's very rude to talk about Lord Edmund like that. You should probably know who he is.
I beg your pardon. This man is an Udon merchant here at the behest of House Forton. Such baseless accusations will not be tolerated.
I guess to House Forton, then... Zoinks, man, then he couldn't possibly.
Oh, I see. I think I might have an idea of what your voice for this guy is.
Like, let me check my manual, man. Though there were those 2 wards that... But they were all acquitted too. But they were acquitted of all charges in a trial by combat. And if he demands citing, then I would personally have to... Oh, dear.
Need to get my squats in. I have ADHD. Can't sit still.
1,000 apologies, good sir. I spoke out of turn. I am Seer, and as you may have guessed, I am an Inquisitor who has been charged with investigating reports of a rather suspicious, possibly heretical individual. It's not
Oh,
the
a heretic,
fucking
you
Dr.
say?
Lala?
One who bears a passing resemblance to me.
Well, stalking is actually legal in Ishgard.
Disgusting. I, a man rather muscular, wearing dark garments and acquitting himself in a somewhat gentlemanly fashion, as some might say. This heretic sounds like the spitting image of Inspector Hildebrand. Could he be a fan? Say again. You are acquainted with such a man.
I wouldn't go that far.
I see. And the man you are looking for is Lord Godbert's son.
Yes.
It would seem that our investigations may be connected. So I put to you a proposal. The first reported sightings of the heretic I am tracking down came from Falcon's Nest. Mayhap we should journey there together. It is, after all, possible that we are seeking the self-same individual. If so, and if he is innocent, it would be for the best if you were present when I apprehend him, that we might resolve this matter without incident. May we go with him, Rusha? This looks to be our best lead yet.
Then I shall accompany you all. It has been far too long since I laid eyes on my beloved son, and if there is a chance we might be reunited, I should be glad to seize it.
Then it is settled. We shall leave for Falcon's Nest at once.
Okay.
Hey, you remember how that one Cherubert fuck
Yeah.
had an apprentice inquisitor that he would menace with fire, like, every damn time?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean anything. It's like,
Yeah,
not like it's
it's-
ever going to be mentioned.
I think it's probably a coincidence.
What a coincidence.
Yep.
Just like how Sir Raymond, was it Raymond? The former Heavensward commander, because Catholic guilds, and he's not, you know, a soot stain on the vault somewhere.
Yep, that's the one. I can't remember his name either because it's not relevant or mentioned in game at all.
No, Raymond is the cathedral.
I know you're-
Daedro, that was his name.
Mhm.
Because he shares a name with the hospital where Charlemagne works.
Yeah. Oh, Godbert took off the coat. Okay. And Mistress Lorelei.
Still wearing the shoes.
Yeah, of course. Are these your traveling companions? Yeah, I guess. The mysterious muscular vagabond. Ah, yes, a patrol sighted him lurking near the dusk vigil. Thinking he might be a lost traveler, they called out to him, but rather than approach, he fled. Quite frankly, I am surprised you bothered to come all this way. That sighting barely warranted a mention in my report.
The unmistakable scent of heresy.
Okay.
Ah, terribly sorry. Old habit I picked up from my mentor. I know. I will not rush to judgment as before. Still, as much as I hope you find your missing inspector, I must confess some small desire that we instead unearth a lingering pocket of heresy. Of late there have been virtually no confirmed instances of heretical misdeeds. It's gotten so bad some are speculating our funding may be reduced, or worse, that the Inquisitor's operations might come under review, and that's why... that's why, alone as my witness, I will find and bring a heretic to justice, and prove that our order still has value in these uncertain times.
I'm kind of shocked that you guys still exist. I think, honestly, probably the reason you guys still exist is because Amric has been just busy. He just hasn't gotten to the paperwork, or he just, like, forgot you existed. And if he remembered, he'd be like, oh, shit! I gotta get rid of those guys.
Well, no, the Inquisition is under the Church, so while the Church is undergoing their restaffing, the Inquisition is just there.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole Inquisition's operation might come under review. If you're worried about your operations coming under review, then you might be the bad guys here.
Yeah.
Just saying.
God, Nashu, I relate to you so hard. Yes, and I understand you have your reasons, but whether or not this vagabond was a heretic remains to be seen. Still, if you are set upon your course, you may begin your search near the Dusk Vigil.
An excellent suggestion, Sir Redwold. Should we succeed in our endeavor, rest assured that you will share in the glory. The hunt continues. Onward, to the Dusk Vigil. I am told that region is especially cold, so do not forget to dress appropriately for the weather.
Yeah, like Godbert.
Of course. His extremities are covered
Yeah.
and insulated.
Mm-hmm.
And unlike the carriage,
I suppose I ought to pray for the boy's success.
unlike the carriage, the regalia has heated seats.
Oh, thank God. Does your car have heated seats?
Mine does not, but there is a seat cover, so I'm comfortable enough.
Mine does not have heated seats, but like when I was driving pizza delivery, the cars that we had there did have heated seats, and
Yeah.
fuck, that shit was so
Great for winter.
nice.
Great for cramping,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm pretty sure nowadays if you want a car with heated seats, functional heated seats, I should say,
Mm-hmm.
then you'd have to get one of the new models with a fucking button to start rather than a key ignition.
Right.
And
yeah.
I just... Call me an old soul if you must. Like, I've made that joke a million times myself.
Mm-hmm.
But
I get
there
what
is
you- I get
nothing
what you're
wrong
saying.
with key ignition. Like, press a button. Isn't that just gonna make it easier for someone with, like...
Well, actually, I know the answer to this because the cars that I drove for pizza delivery were that type. So there is still a key fob that like unlocks the door and stuff like that. And if the key fob is not present when you press the button to start the car, like if it's elsewhere, it straight up will not start. So you need to still have the fob with you in order to actually start the car.
It's frozen. Wait, does that mean the fish are frozen too?
I don't know if there are fish in there, man.
This land is a beauty all its own, don't you think? Pity my dear wife isn't here to enjoy it. I lost my shirt.
Oh, she'll be there. She'll be there. You are managing. Good, it would... it would be a shame if we had to turn back now.
Damn, bro, you need some heated seats.
Sorry, I have some potato in mouth.
No worries.
Fury, take me. It's freezing. Hey, real quick, who was it that told us to dress for the weather, sir?
Hey, listen. They who has never said I should dress more warmly and then didn't do it or didn't dress warmly enough cast the first stone.
I live in blizzard country. I even under layers, I'm goddamn cold.
Yeah, me too.
Bah, this is a waste of time. No living thing could survive in this god's forsaken wasteland. Living, sure, but what about the unliving?
Shh.
Someone's coming from the vigil. Inspector! Inspector, is that you?
Oh, hey!
As I live and breathe, of all the places to be reunited with Master Zombiebrand's compatriots, how fare you all this fine morning?
Heretic raised from the dead by his brother's unholy magics. Funny, he's not a heretic. He's one of the gentle dead men. What brings you so far from Uldar, good sir?
Well, as you know, ours is a rather lonely existence. So, when we heard rumors of an abandoned fortress held by zombies, we were delighted. I was chosen as to serve as an emissary and set out immediately. Alas, it seems my efforts were for naught.
What happened, man? I mean, I killed everybody in there, I know, but...
Ah, truly. Every last one dead. That is to say, irrevocably dead. Ah, if it was necessary, then so be it. Still, after coming all this way, it is more than a little disappointing, you understand.
Nah, bruh, I hear you. I did not want to have to kill Suyu Helmerick. Then my calculations were wrong. The inspector didn't land in Curthus.
Now, do not fret so. If it is our overlord you seek, then you are in luck. As the founder of the Gentle Dead Men, our fates and our ether are inextricably entwined. In fact, I can feel it calling to me now.
Very good, sir. Can guide us to Inspector Hildebrand.
As surely as my rotting nose can lead me As surely as my rotting nose can lead me to fresh brains. Follow me, my friends!
I need to check my manual, man.
Yeah, you know.
One must remain vigilant for heresy, for it can manifest in myriad ways. 'Tis violent, insidious sickness, which must needs be burnt out ere the infection takes hold. Surely zombification would qualify, yes? Confound it! They've left us behind!
I would like to point out, so I don't know if it's going to let me see this in the actual journal, but let me see. Let's see. This would be side quests. Here we go. I wanted to look into the journal to find, there's a specific thing in here. As the others rush off, eager to find the inspector, you are left alone with Seer, who is attempting to determine if zombification is a sickness which must be purged. Wonder where he got that from. Anyway. Don't call it a comeback! Seer's been here for years. Seer's look of utter confusion is one you know all too well.
I want to tug the braid. Like, he's being a dingus and I just want to yank his hair, like...
Okay.
Now, full disclosure, I'm not saying this in a sexual manner. I'm saying this in a, like, you know how in some comedy acts, like, in Japan, you have the paper fan that the dumbass gets smacked with? In my case, the yank on the braid is the physical violence aspect of that.
Hang on,
Who
sorry,
do they
one
think
sec.
they are?
Oh, sorry, keep going.
Who do they think they are, commandeering this investigation? And employing a zombie as a bloodhound? It bears belief! We must regain control of the situation. With me!
Alright, off we go.
Give me a sec.
Oh, right, yeah. Watching a kind of larger streamer friend of my roommate go through or do a day or a week of Final Fantasy XIV type stream that many fighting game people do.
Oh, the fighting game retirement home or something?
Yeah, it's not like Wooly. It's another gentleman.
This one.
But Marty seeing people in his chat go like, "Yeah, ARR is a steaming pile of shit." And I'm like, oh, god damn it, man. I see her.
Sickness is wont to fester and spread, yes? Is it truly safe to consort with this... man? I mean, as long as you're not doing the do with them, I think it should be fine, my guy.
Mm-hmm.
Simply basking in this magnificent scenery fills me with inspiration.
Inspector! Inspector!
hold a moment, my friends. I must needs concentrate. Master Zombiebrand is indeed nearby, but there is also something else. Mayhap a powerful magic confounding my senses. I can guide you no further. We must needs split up and search the area.
Now see here. These wastes are infested with wild beasts. You would have us split up? Usha and Dallin can handle themselves, true, and you've clearly no reason to fear death. But what of Mistress Nashu?
Ah, I take your meaning, my good zombie. Rouge, pray see to the lady's protection. Inquisitor Seer, would you care to take the lead?
Come on, you two. The inspector's out there somewhere.
Alright. I guess he's out that way.
Yep.
Just realized I don't have my fairy out anymore. Where'd she go?
It's too damn cold, she hiding. Just gonna swerve quick. There we go. Oh,
Ha! Those sculpted legs clad in gentlemanly trousers. I know them.
Oh yeah.
look, Raisha. Look to be the inspector. Wait,
Oh yeah, there it is.
he's surrounded by giant, fluffy, man-shaped gazebos.
Those are, you know what? Never mind.
Nay, my lady, they are not mere gazebos. Note their regal bearing. They are gentlemen gazebos. Fearsome yet fastidious foes who would surely tear me rotting limb from rotting limb.
What?
Are those Yetis?
Yes.
Only Rouge can save Master Zombiebrand now.
Okay. Fine. Oh wait, no, that's, oops. Hang on, I gotta get my guy out.
What? Good old salted earth.
Yep. Hope you don't fucking expect me to pull this shit out.
Isn't that why I'm around? Inspector! Inspector! You hear me? We've been looking all over for you.
Seasoned earth.
Delicious. Oh, but this just won't do. We've got to get you out of there before you catch cold.
I don't like the noises that this is making.
Up and at them! Everyone is waiting for you!
I'm not fucking helping.
It's like, I don't think that's the right way to pull someone out of the ground.
Forgive me, if I pull any harder, my arms are like to tear.
Ah, there you are. We heard shouting. Have you perchance found something? Fury, take me! Is that my heretic? Confound it, I wanted him alive! Inspector Hildebrand is definitely not a heretic. He's probably not dead either. He's just hibernating like last time.
Hildy was ever a late riser. Fear not, my wife and I had our ways of waking him.
Yeah.
Everybody anybody that isn't Seer knows what's coming.
Cast off! Hildebrand, Helio Maximum, right this instant!
Let me break. Get fucked.
Whenever you can see Godbert's eyes underneath the glasses, it's fucking terrifying.
Any great?
He's having so much fun. Not Hildebrand, but you know, they really expect me to read his name that fast.
Father-son bonding
Well,
time.
if you're not doing a German accent, and you're not reading it out loud to people, then it's probably easier to do. You know.
We don't do this because it's easy. We do this because it's fun. Bonk.
Well,
Was it the Mandeville Meteor Strike or the Mandeville Meteor Drive? Ah, maybe Julian was right. Trying to name everything only leads to needless confusion. One more time, then. Out you go.
Yeet. Bonk. Good old Manderville suplex.
oh,
Splendidly suplexed, Lord Godbert.
it's Wee Wee. No, Wee Wee's asleep in my bed, I think.
Oh, wee wee.
Where am I? The snowy wastelands of Corthus? And who are these people I see before me? Ah, but of course! Who else would venture into the inhospitable climes and wake me from slumber sweet but my beloved fans? Wow.
Why do I feel as though I've stepped through a portal into an alternate reality unbound by the laws of logic?
You have.
What are you looking at? What is that? A mammoth. Where did it come from?
Oh, that? When my father drove me into the earth, found it buried beneath the snow.
You wake up and this is the first thing you see. What do you say?
Put me back to sleep, bro.
Oh, how adorable!
Nash, you please. Note the firm, muscular legs, not unlike my own. 'Tis clearly a Lalaphone boy. Or they.
Now that you mention it, I suppose their features are rather masculine. They're not awake, so we can't exactly ask their pronouns. You two cannot possibly be serious.
I am the very soul of seriousness, good sir, especially in matters of deduction and pronouns. This is undoubtedly a young boy who, much like myself, fell into a deep slumber upon being buried beneath the snow. Now then, let us gently wake him and ascertain his identity.
And pronouns.
And pronouns.
Okay, sure.
Godbert putting you back to sleep.
There, that ought to do it.
What? What is this place? Who am I? Just gonna do a normal voice. Yeah,
Hey,
that's my plan.
It works.
Yeah. We were trying, before stream started, we were trying to get, like, text-to-speech in the Discord to work. So if you happen to hear any text-to-speech messages going off in the Discord, sorry about that. That was my fault. And it also didn't work, so, you know.
Yeah.
Why do you do that?
Hildebrand's back, and he brought a friend.
I remember nothing.
'Tis not in all of creations that cannot be repaired with a little tender love and care.
And percussive maintenance. Surely there's a perfectly logical explanation for all of this.
Master Zombiebrand is alive and full of beans! It's a miracle!
I think that came from, like, coffee beans, but I'm not sure.
Could be.
It would seem that although Father's ungentle ministration served to restore this young boy to life, they also robbed him of his memory.
Hi.
This is me. That's what I look like in real life.
How did I get here? Who am I? Why can I not remember? Do not worry, young man. Or sorry, what are your pronouns? Everything will be all right. Take it from me. I have lost my memory more times than I can even remember.
Then can you help me to remember? Also, what's a pronoun?
Do not worry, young they.
You know what? That's the new thing.
Hearken to me now, for I, Hildebrand, Agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby to swear to solve the mystery of the amnesiac Hobbledehoy.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'll get started on a batch of Nashu's delights.
Effective as your explosives were in the past, I suspect that young Gigi lacks the hardy constitution required to survive such an approach.
Gigi? Is that my name?
When you woke, you were muttering, Gigi, 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 Gigi. I suspect the phrase may hold some significance for you, so until such a time as we learn your real name, I say why not adopt it as a playful moniker?
But that's just a sound all mammoths make. Ugh, what kind of imbecile goes and names a mammoth Gigi anyway?
Gigi. I like this name. Thank you, kind sir. But how will this new name help me to remember who I am?
Patience, Gigi. This is only the beginning. Next, we will return to the city and see if we cannot find any who know who you are. Come along!
Yeah, look at his little walk.
Just toddling along.
Now that I know our overlord is safe and sound, I too must take my leave of you and return to my brothers. I dare say rigor mortis will set in if I remain in here any longer.
Abound for Thanalan, then allow me to accompany you. Julian will give me no end of trouble if I keep her waiting much longer, so perhaps she will forgive me once I tell her of Hildy's return. I also need to find the scraps of my clothing after I flexed them off my body.
This is rather a lot to digest, though you have the look of one accustomed to such happenings. In any case, regardless of Mistress Nashu's protestations, the Inspector will not be granted access to the capital until we can confirm that he is not a heretic. You have my word, he will be treated fairly poorly. I've seen how you Inquisitors operate. I'm a goddamn Dark Knight.
What? I sense a black person.
Oi now.
It's the protagonist of that one anime that is about the genderless shadow that appears as the culprit in all the Detective Conan shows.
Actually, why do we even need to be airborne?
I don't know.
We have to go to Foundation. Of course I have it.
Ah!
Returning
it's-
to home point.
That's fine. Actually, no, it isn't. Oh, whatever. I'll just fly there. It's fine. Whee!
You have a teleport offer, like, right there.
Oh, true. Alright, anyway.
PS for low time.
Classic.
Yuri, take me that man. Ah, Ruta. I suppose you have heard the news then, that Hildebrand was cleared of all suspicion and judged to be no more than an eccentric curiosity.
No, I absolutely did not. But I do now, I guess.
If you are looking for him, good luck. I wanted to thank him for his cooperation, but as soon as the Temple Knights released him, he and his assistants ran off to God's nowhere with that mammoth in tow. As for my investigations, in spite of all the twists and turns, I managed to salvage a satisfactory result. As far as the Inquisition is concerned, the suspicious vagabond was not more than a zombie which wandered away from the Dusk Vigil, sickness which has since been purged. So it would seem that all is right with the world once more. For now. I have no doubt that the Inspector will turn up again like a bad gill, and when he does, trouble is sure to follow.
I like the implication from that turn of phrase that Gil is equivalent to, like, pennies. And so we're literally just carrying around just, like, buckets of pennies at all times.
Yep.
There's Nashu in her unbelievably revealing equivalent to Hildebrand's outfit. Yay! See you, Inspector.
AFC logo could never.
The Gigi situation. Seer must, once again, enter into a world he does not quite understand.
I pray this eve finds you well, Ruja. Or at least better than it finds me. It seems I have no choice but to seek out that inspector and convince him to surrender up his mammoth to me. 'Twas unearthed under most suspicious circumstances, after all, and who can say what secrets, or heresy, it might hold. Therefore, the Inquisition would conduct a thorough inspection, and if needs must, destroy it. Given his affinity for the contraption, I fear the Inspector may not be amenable to my request. Nevertheless, he must be made to see that it is in the interest of public safety. Would you be willing to help me persuade him? Not particularly, but whatever.
I don't know.
Fury be praised. At least you have seen reason. Let us pray he will as well. I am given to understand that while the inspector and his assistant have been wandering all over the city with the mammoth in tow, they often frequent the gazebo near Forton Manor. With any luck, they will be there now.
Alright.
The last wiggle.
That's the one. Oh, and there's the Lalafell front and center too. Crazy.
Bastard. Isn't she adorable?
To the very pinnacle of the heavens.
Oh god, he's learning Ultima.
That's right.
Verily shall we scour all creation, from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens for the answers we seek. Every day shall be filled with grand adventures. What was that?
Nothing.
Okay,
Now
cool.
he's
The stuff of fairy tales and legends.
Huzzah! A grand adventure in the deepest pit of the seven hells.
Just so, such is the creed of Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire.
But
Check this
Hildebrand,
shit out.
Kiki has never been to Ulda.
Damn, he's flexing. Or sorry, they're
Hell yeah.
flexing.
Well posed, Gigi, well posed. I dare say you have the potential to be an exemplary inspector one day.
Hi.
Right, that's enough of that. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine. Fucking mouthful of a name.
Mm-hmm.
I hereby command you to surrender that mammoth of suspected heretical origin into my custody.
Why, hello there, Ruja, and Inspector Seer, ever the jester, accusing the poor Gigi of being a clockwork heretic, when 'tis plain to see that is merely a precocious young they.
Oh, there you go again, confusing the poor child. Those big, beautiful eyes aren't the soul of femininity.
Aren't the soul of they?
Such a thing as being gender fluid, Inspector, you know that.
Oh, so true. Nash, please, were you not to witness the magnificent display of Mandervillian masculinity mere moments ago? They're clearly mask instead of femme.
Plus, you haven't taught her any better. She needs a proper role model to show her what's what.
They, femininity. Yes, thank you, Kent.
You know, like Nya.
Sure.
Gigi, meanwhile, yay!
Yep.
Dallin and Ruja, happy pride.
Mistress Lorelei, Inspector Seer, what is all this commotion? We can hear you from the courtyard. What's up,
Hey,
Eddie?
Edmond. Oh, Lord Edmond. My sincerest apologies for the disturbance. I am come to seize this mammoth on behalf of the Inquisition, a fact which I clearly explained to the Inspector before you arrived. No, you just kinda showed up and started spouting bullshit, man. At which point they set to bickering about the contraption's gender.
It's clearly a they.
What say you, my lord? Do you think Gigi is more mask or femme?
It is clearly a mask, you know. I am not familiar
Strapping
with.
young mask, no.
I am not familiar with gender fluid. We are not exactly progressive in Ishgard.
Not yet, anyway.
I will say that moment is just like is fucking awesome. It's just like it's a boy, right? He's so funny.
Yuri, take me, not you two. Has the whole world gone, man? Fine, fine. But even supposing that this Gigi is a real boy, you cannot deny that the circumstances of his discovery and miraculous resuscitation were most unusual. He cannot be suffered to roam the city with impunity until the Inquisition has determined he is not a threat.
I beg your pardon, miraculous resuscitation? Yeah, we pulled him out of the ground, and then Godbert hit him with a hammer, and then he got up. I see. Then, until such time as Gigi recovers his memory, mayhap it would be best if you adopted him as a ward of House Manderville. I will even stand as witness here and there, if you wish.
Hey Gigi, guess what? Hildebrand's having a baby.
Adopt?
It's you!
Then that would make me Gigi's father.
Doubtless the Inquisition would think better of taking any action which might threaten the cordial relationship between our two houses.
Yes, yes, of course I'll do it. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby grant this child the patronage of House Manderville.
Papa Hildy! Papa Hildy!
The Inspector's finally become a father. It's so beautiful.
Quite.
Bear in mind, heads of houses do have to be pretty well versed in law, so I think Edmund just kind of had that planned out.
Yeah. Now that you need no longer fear the Inquisition, you are free to show Gigi more of our fair city. Indeed, I strongly encourage you to do so. Mayhap by the grace of the Fury, something will jog his memory.
Thank you, Lord Edmund. I shall not forget this kindness. Come, my faithful assistant, my beloved they. We must away. Hey, that rhymed.
Oh, Helone, I would not presume to question your grand design, but... Gah! Confound it all! Mayhap I cannot detain the mammoth, but I am still within my rights to observe the blasted thing.
the fuck was that?
Lord Godbert will be pleased to hear that his son is as hale and healthy as ever.
Not that I would presume to meddle on another father's behalf, and certainly not without consent.
Not so subtly telling you to let Godbert know what's been going on.
Okay.
I think he's down, isn't he? Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's down here. Ugh.
Hey, isn't this where some of the Dark Knight quests happened?
Probably yes.
How long must I stand around waiting for that Mamek to do something possibly heretical?
Judging by the size of their estate, they've wealth to rival House Manderville.
Isn't that the church?
That's the tribunal, my man.
Oh, look at all them halberds. I've never seen such a well-armed building before.
Come now, Geeky. Surely, gazing upon this wondrous work of Ishgardian architecture stirs something within your soul. This is the grand manor of House Durin... House Durin Maltempestart.
So close. The name you're looking for is Durandare.
No, I think he got it right.
Pray do not fill the Mammoth's head with such nonsense. That is the supreme sacred tribunal of Hellenic inquisitory doctrine. I should know. I work there. Furthermore, I am quite certain that there is no House Duranmail-Tempsat, and that it is a rather ludicrous portmanteau of the four high houses, including that esteemed house which but recently stood as witness to your adoption. Well, Gigi, do you remember anything?
No, nothing. I say, rather than parading him before the grandiose, why not give him a taste of something more prosaic? Let us make our way to the holy stables, that he might bask in the singular sights, sounds, and smells of Ishgard's famous chocobos.
Smell is intrinsically linked to memory, after all, but can
And to
mimics
chocobos.
smell? Yeah, chocobos are intrinsically linked to memory.
Yeah. And to answer your question, can mammoths smell? If you don't wash them for a while.
True. Back to the noisy manufactory.
Always a classic. Hi, Nashu.
So if I wanted hair that color, I'd have to eat plums, fruits, and pineapples. But how many?
I can't remember off the top of my head. Sorry, Nashu.
Such noble creatures, Chocobo. How many halcyon days did I pass in the saddle, racing across the windswept plains?
Patience, patience. A watched heretic never sins. Oh, and I found the Lala again.
Oh, yeah, there he is. Splendid specimens of horsebird flesh, would you not agree? In the hands of a skilled jockey, any one of them could take first place at the saucer.
These chocobos are the pride of the Ishgardian cavalry, and any temple knight who dared exploit them for personal gain would answer to the Fury herself. Hey, aren't there, like, chocobo fights over by the Forgotten Knight?
Don't worry about it.
About now, Gigi. Do you remember anything about Ishgard? Be sure to sniff the chocobos. It might help.
It didn't.
You know, just because you found him in a curving snowbank, it doesn't mean he hails from Ishgard.
Which is why we ought to try taking him to the markets and exposing him to all manner of goods from across Eorzea. Excellent suggestion, Inquisitor.
Wait, am I now complicit in this? For Fury, forgive me. Welcome to hell.
Yep. See you later, man.
One! Chocobo! Please, Father! Oh, hey, look, the Lalafell's still there.
Mm-hmm.
Father, that strange-looking thing is staring at us.
Of course you have blue hair and... I don't know.
Spoiled brat.
Am I that strange looking?
Alright. Oh, there it is.
I picked one with my eyes closed and gave it as a name day gift to myself. Oh, I wonder what I'd get me.
These goods would fetch a high price in Ul'dah.
Receive your orders, detain your heretic, meet your quota. Fury, take me used to be so simple. Frightening on occasion, I'll grant you, what with my mentor's little episodes, but simple nonetheless. Mentor's episodes, huh? It doesn't mean anything.
Mm-hmm.
Face.
Why bother? It's no use. Now, Gigi, you must not give in to despair so easily. Did I not promise you days filled with grand adventures and the eventual discovery of your mislaid memories? Spirits, Gigi, spirits!
One yo.
Uh-oh.
Good thing he's rich. Why do I suddenly hear Oran High School Host Club music?
I don't know. Let's run.
My word, a face flung to the ground with reckless abandon. Could this be the opening salvo of an indiscriminate campaign of vandalism?
No, it's just you lacking spatial awareness. Unwaged by your wild gesticulations, perhaps. What a word, gesticulations. At least look before you strike a pose. Gods only know how much that vase cost.
123,504,000 gil at last assessment. It was over 700 years old and graced the homes of a dozen archbishops, 8 counts, 2 lord commanders, and 1 duke. Then why was it sitting on the front corner of your stall?
And why is there a duke when the highest house is still a count? $100 million gil? Aladdin, why have you forsaken me?
Why are you worried? You didn't fucking do anything.
Oh shit, time magic.
Oh. Okay.
Well, would you look at that?
You should put that elsewhere.
And secure it better. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
It's a miracle. Nay, the divine intervention of the Fury herself. Wouldn't Alphic be the one to intervene? You know, because...
Well, this is Haloni's city.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean she controls the flow of time.
Don't worry about it.
She just kind of protects the city from... spiritual...
Did I do that?
Gigi, my boy, that was marvelous. I mean, sorry, Gigi, my they. That was marvelous. You're a born artisan, just like father.
Papa? Hildy's Papa?
Your grandpapa Goldbird. The man who woke you with a few gentle taps to the noggin. You wouldn't believe what else he can do with that hammer of his. Why, some folks say he wields the very powers of life and death. Once he and the missus come back from their tour of the Western Highlands, I'm sure they'd love to see that trick of yours. Do not demean this mammoth's power as a mere parlor trick. We just witnessed a miracle, and I demand that you all acknowledge it.
This mammoth. Sir, I say, sir, 100 million gil for the mammoth. Nay, 100 million gil and the Duke's priceless vase.
My word, is this what passes for trade in Ishgard? Gigi is my flesh and blood. I will not sell them at any price.
Please, Papa Hildy, no more. I know you mean well, but we can deny the truth no longer. I am a mammoth.
Gigi, whatever has gotten into you? You are my they. You are a Manderville they.
Your papa, Gigi. You're a Mandeville girl through and through.
Stop it, both of you. You're not my papa or my mama.
I mean, yeah, early adoption does tend to have that effect.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, children do say the most hurtful things. The unmistakable scent of... well, perhaps not heresy exactly. Regardless, that mammoth's power cannot be allowed to fall into the wrong hands. By which you mean the Inquisition. Got it.
Yeah.
Well, it is only to be expected. Gigi is at a rebellious age. Strange as it may sound, I too once tested my parents' patience, and on that, on more than one occasion. But if they could weather the storm, then so can I.
I say we find out what's got him thinking he's a mammoth.
I noticed that Nashu's using masculine pronouns there. Let's not worry about that.
Oh, for all we know, the little one has a... Oh, what? You've never had a sibling go through the experience of being called a he, she at school, regardless of their actual gender?
You know, I would say no, but I can't be certain, so I will simply say,
But yeah, no, true story. I was one of those kids at school who would get called things like he, she, and gay because, I don't know, I had a really shitty haircut in kindergarten.
If they call you that in fucking kindergarten? Who cares? You're in kindergarten. You're like a fucking larva.
Yeah, and other little kids are fucking mean.
Weird.
But
Anyway.
he is a mammoth. How can you not... Oh, never mind. Just so we're clear, you do agree that it's a mammoth, right? You don't honestly believe that, you know... I don't know what you're on about, Seer. That is a very upset little boy.
Mm-hmm. Or they.
Or they, yes. I'm sure he didn't mean what he said about his Papa Hildy, which means... he thinks I'm his mama!
I will say, by the way, get out ahead of this. I don't think there is any romantic feelings between Nashu and Hildebrand. I think they're just chums. And, like, they themselves have physically never even considered it.
They are platonic soulmates.
Exactly. I don't know why I...
In a time before time, they were inseparable. Maybe even twins.
Mm-hmm. The Measure of a Mammoth. I don't know why I decided to put a Laffy Taffy into my mouth. I know I'm gonna have to read. Hildebrand knows in his heart that love transcends dimensions of time and space, definitions of man and machine. Of course, fatherhood never did run smooth, but I, Hildebrand, guardian of Gigi, doting parent extraordinaire, shall find a way to overcome this trial and be reconciled with my beloved they.
That's the spirit. Solving a simple case of childhood rebellion should be easy for a man who's unmasked thieves, defeated duelists, and the armies of the undead. Yes, that's all very... Wait, what was that about the undead? Actually, don't tell me. For now, all that matters is finding that mammoth.
I think even if they did have such feelings about one another, they're both too thick in the head to understand, send, or receive them. Yeah. You know what? I would even go as far to say that I think both of them are asexual, aromantic. Like, they just don't think about that shit. You know?
God knows I don't.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, before we continue this quest, I have to do something very important. Why do bananas like gymnastics?
Because it has appeal?
They like to make splits. Mm-hmm.
That they do.
do. Mm-hmm. How does a tree go home when ready?
Doesn't it just leave?
It leaves, yes, that's correct. Those were jokes numbers 99 and 100 from the Laffy Taffy. So this is a very momentous occasion, folks. That's joke number 100 from Laffy Taffy. Pretty crazy.
Sugoi. We should begin by speaking with the sentries stationed at the city gates and the airship landing. If Fury help us, he has left Ishgard. We need to know about it sooner rather than later. I will visit the Ark of the Worthy, while the Inspector and his assistant head to the airship landing. You can question the guard at the gate near the manufactory, after which we will regroup there and share our findings. Dismissed!
Doesn't happen to be the same Laffy Taffy tub that I bought you forever ago, correct? No, it is not. I will say, though, that tub is currently my excess candy storage, where I just put, like, other candies into it. So there we live next to, like, a dollar store, and one of the things that they sell at the dollar store is very specifically bags of just banana Laffy Taffies, which is my personal favorite flavor of Laffy Taffy. I know that apparently that's not... that it's kind of a controversial pick, maybe. Some people really, really hate the banana Laffy Taffy. I know that when I sent...
I mean, the flavor comes from a now extinct strain of banana, so...
But when I remember when I sent that picture of that tub that you sent me to another one of my friends, they say, did somebody prank you? Did they specifically send you, like, an entire tub of the worst flavor of Laffy Taffy? And I'm like, no, it's my favorite one. And they're like, really? Why do you like it? And I'm like, I don't know, I just like it. If you don't like them, just give them all to me. I'll take them all. Did you read this? Sorry, I was in a Laffy Taffy reverie. Okay, cool. Okay, back to Lurky I go. Yeah. Note to self, bees can be drawn out by discussions of Laffy Taffies. Oh, actually, you know what? I probably could have just gone this way. Let's do that.
Okay, I've got something I want to do for this guy. Just...
Okay.
little fella with a white-brimmed hat? Ah, he came through here. Bought passage on a supply ship bound for Falcon's Nest. One of them, what's his name? Lalafels, right? Funny little buggers. Seem keen to be anywhere but here.
By the way, this dialogue is slightly different if you are a Lalafell. Here, I'll just read this because it's funny. One of them wasps named Lalafels, right? Funny little bugger, is present company accepted, like. He seemed to be keen to be anywhere but here. Good people, you Lalafels. Industrious folks, salt of the earth like that waitress that they've got down Forgotten Night. Though I doubt you sing or dance half as well as she does, eh? Which is fine, I ain't judging. This is funny.
Haru is just league of her own, man.
Yeah, everybody fucking likes her.
It's why she's the strongest scion.
It's true. Most employed scion.
Well, if Gigi left the city, it was not by the main gates.
In the centuries of the airship landing, have seen no one matching his description. I mean, sorry, their description. Fuck! Nashu, put another mark on my missed pronouns card.
Falcon's Nest? Fury take me. Must we return to that freezing pit of despair?
Wheresoever Kiki goes, I will follow them and find them and embrace them as my they once more. I mean, child. I could probably just say child instead of that. However, I surmise our final destination lies far beyond the walls of said outpost. Indeed, there is but one reason they would return to those frozen wastes. To frolic in the snow and cast their worries to the winds.
It's true, probably.
Really? He seemed in no mood to frolic when last I saw him. As I recall, he used his arcane powers to mend a vase, only to become morose and belligerent when it became clear to him that he was, in fact, a mammoth. One might even say he remembered what he was, remembered his purpose, and so he returned to Western Kurthus, that famous breeding ground for heresy, where we first found him. And to his heretic masters to share with them the intelligence he had gathered on the city. At long last, the undeniable, the unquestionable, the unmistakable fact of heresy! What are we standing around for? We have a heretic to catch! Inspector, to think that Inquisitor Seer might not think very highly of our little girl.
It is possible, but I would not presume to know his feelings ere he voiced them explicitly. Until such time as he does, we should endeavor to, surreptitiously, bring him round to the opinion that Gigi is a they of pure heart and good intent. Subtlety in all things, Nashu. That is the Manderville way.
I mean, there's also, hammers, but...
Yes, that is subtlety.
True.
Wait. Airwar has more to say.
Now, I've got no quarrel with Lalafels, man, but you hear things sometimes. Like from my cousin, like how they've got a scheming nature, how they will stab you in the calf for a handful of gil. And I like me calves just the way they are, thank you very much.
And
my cousin, well, they said something about going to a quicksands in Uldar looking to get laid. And all they got was mugged by a Lalafell.
Well, that's their problem. And if you are a Lalafell, he says, I got no quarrel with Lalafell's mind, but you hear things sometimes, like how they've got a scheming nature, how they'll stab you in the calf for a handful of gil. Not that I'd ever listen to such rot. Idle rumors is all they are. I like me calves just the way they are, thank you very much. Turn into Elvis a little bit at the end there. Whoa, mama. I'm racist against Lalafells. I don't think he actually is. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Wait, hang on. I'm gonna go into seat number 3 this time.
Well, that was easy.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Oh, even their footprints are adorable. Oh, they almost look like they were made from one of those clockwork minions. Gee.
I would know those tiny footprints anywhere. Gigi came this way. The tracks continue to the north.
Ah! I knew it! The mammoth immediately left the outpost and looks to have headed north along the river. By the Fury, I cannot wait to finally catch him in the company of heretics. I don't much like your tone, Inquisitor. If our baby darling ran afoul of any heretics, they'd look them square in the eye and tell him she doesn't want any. Had one of those moments, of insight. Maybe Gigi came out here to find Lord Goldberg. I did tell her her grandpapa might like to see that trick of hers.
Brilliant deduction, Nashu. They must be eager to meet their grandparents.
The self-same ones he renounced when he declared you were not his father.
What a fine young they, eager to explore their heritage. Let us make haste, my friends, for a reunion of 3 generations of Mandervilles beckons.
I can't believe there's someone shout-chatting in the Kurthis Highlands.
Gotta start somewhere, I
really
guess.
Can't be bothered.
Did you get this line?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I know Cecil was talking about how to go about recruiting new members for the FC, but I'm still very much of the opinion that shouting in areas ain't it.
Scene number 2. Do you have games on your phone?
I do, but I can't exactly pull out my elegant tombstone of communication at this hour.
I suppose.
Like, not while I'm driving.
Oh!
Holy. Heaven on high, what happened here?
Mm-hmm.
There she is!
Well, they have
The
lines.
Queen!
They have lines. Pow,
Ow.
right in the kisser.
Eating the kisser!
Come now, you'll have to do better than that.
The mammoth lies motionless in the snow, fragments of ice stuck to its cap, suggesting the impact of something small and round traveling at high speed. Don't worry, I'll aid you. Oh, my head. Who? Oh, it's you. You followed me. Oh, Gigi, if you wanted to have a snowball fight with your grandparents, you should have said so earlier. Papa Hilda was very worried, but he's glad to see that you are unharmed.
It would seem that he was struck by a snowball, much like these Steinbocks. These dead Steinbocks? Are you sure he isn't damaged?
Are you kidding? Deer are so easy to kill. They're like suicide machines. If you don't kill them, then, like, they'll just do it themselves.
As if a mere blow to the head could fell our Gigi. We Mandervilles are made of sterner stuff. Transformers reference. I myself have been driven headfirst into the earth on no fewer than 24 occasions, several times from mulms above, and my mind is no less brilliant for the experience.
I expect the Earth was no less brilliant for the experience. Why are you... Are you... nodding? Oh. He's behind me, isn't he?
He's a little bit, like, more off to your, like, right, I guess.
Thanks.
What good fortune to cross paths with you lot so far from civilization. Forgive me for not taking notice earlier. I was engrossed in my duel with Julian. But how rude of me. Would you care to join us?
Grandpa Godbird! Grandpa Godbird! Mama Nashu says you wield the powers of life and death. Then I beg of you, Grandpa Godbird, grant me life. Make me a real boy. I mean, they.
Are you sure about this, they? May sting a little.
I will endure whatever it takes to become a real they.
Good, he's learning.
Then let us begin.
Okay. It's actually a pretty good start, actually. This body, it's everything I ever wanted. It's perfect. Thank you, Grandpa Godbird. Thank you.
Oh, but I have not yet even begun to begin. Byergot, guide my hammer!
Okay.
Damn, Godbird in the new Kingdom Hearts game.
Also, hi, Julian. We haven't had the chance to say hi to you yet. Oh, damn. Wow. Papa Hildy, I'm a Manderville man.
You're a Rugadin is what she is.
Geeky, my they. Come to your father. Let me have a look at you. Really long distance away for them to be doing the slow-mo thing right now, man. Papa Hildy! Gigi! What are we doing, guys? There's no music here.
Really?
Well, okay, it's very quiet, I guess.
Yeah, because, like, I can hear the piano.
Oh yeah, I can hear it too now. I wasn't picking it up earlier. What's happening?
Little rake.
Oh,
Clothesline.
he's doing EX Lariat.
Clothesline.
Yep, that's the face.
So proud of his they.
Mm-hmm. He is, see?
Classic.
Okay.
Now that brings back some memories.
Papa Hildy! Oh dear, who could have done such a thing?
So innocent.
Oh.
Poor little time mage. By the fury, it's like the vase all over again. miraculously restored to its original form.
Gigi, my boy. Upon further consideration, I believe that this body may suit you best. It is, how shall I put this, more manageable.
And much more adorable.
That is true.
But how can I ever be accepted as your child if I remain a mammoth? Excuse me.
I don't know, man. I mean, fur babies are a thing.
Is that what's been troubling you all this time? Why didn't you say so? Manderville is more than mere flesh and bone. He is vigor, compassion, honor, a gentleman for all seasons. Be you man or machine, it makes no difference. If they call you a mammoth, then you look them in the eye and say, nay, I am a Manderville mammoth.
That's our wee one.
Mother, father, forgive me for not consulting with you earlier, but circumstances forced my hand. I formally adopted Gigi as my child and ward of House Manderville.
Ye gods! I know he was fond of Zinamit, but did you hear that, woman? Our son's gone and got himself a child.
The
Grandpa
child is a
Godbert.
child.
Grandpa Godbert. Well, I know Hildy's pronouns. I'm pretty sure he's he, him. That hasn't changed, right, Hildy?
No, it's still he, him.
Ah, it all makes sense now. Grandpapa Godbert and Grandmama Julian. I'd been waiting years to hear those words. Grandpapa Godbert, Grandmama Julian.
Few things in life are grander than becoming a grandparent, as they say.
Who is that, by the way? I like that she straight up has not said literally anything to us so far until now.
And what's so bloody grand about it? She draws upon the void.
Whee! Oh, look at him go. You do such a good job with that voice, by the way.
I try.
Hi, why do you still have the inner release aura?
Be made grandmother to a bloody bugger and mammoth. It's past time I beat some sense into my beloved boy.
I think we both know it's not gonna work.
Fury take me. I'd heard the tales of dark nights before, man, but no, it couldn't be. No, it was something far worse. Heretical, like as not, but fools be damned. I'm not risking my life to find out. He says this, and Dallin is right there.
He doesn't know. He never actually saw Dalen fight. So as far as he knows, you just have a big sword.
The big fuck-off greatsword on his back.
There was a knight of the Heavensward who had a great sword. It's fine.
They're mad, man. Utterly mad. The whole damn lot of them. How their house could rise to such prominence, I don't know. I don't want to know. Well, at least the mammoth seems to have overcome its existential crisis. For today, I didn't know a mammoth could even have an existential crisis. Oh, wait. What am I saying? It's a mammoth! Why should I care what it claims to think or feel? It is not a Vishgard, therefore it is not a person.
Yep.
Fury take me, their idiocy is infectious. I mustn't allow myself to fall prey to it. Follow procedure, report to your superior. One step at a time. One step at a time. Yeah, I think his mentor kind of fucked him up.
Maybe.
Ooh.
Oh, there's 3 of them now.
Oh.
Oh my fucking god. Sorry, I just saw something that makes me really mad, and I have to send it to a friend to make sure they also get really mad.
As must be done.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, he's just right over here.
Yeah. Right then. My superiors, having been informed of the mammoth's adoption by House Manderville, as witnessed by House Varton, proceeded to take me to task for my gross mishandling of the situation. They remain convinced that the mammoth is the product of heretical machinations and have commanded me to redouble my efforts to prove this incontrovertible fact. That may prove problematic, however, as Gigi seems to have forsaken his quest to recover his memories and thrown himself wholly into his new life as a Manderville mammoth, casting about for any hint of a case alongside his doting father. In any event, though I do not share my superior's conviction, I think it's safe to say there is something exceedingly unusual about that mammoth. You saw it with your own eyes how effortlessly it restored that vase, and itself, to its original form. Reconstructive magics are not particularly rare, but his are unlike any as I have ever seen before.
Yay! That's another one down. One sec, I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Somehow there's actually only 2, like, there's 4 quests left.
We're only 2 hours in.
I mean, less than that even. We're like an hour 40 in. A gazebo to call our own. Seer may be the only man who has yet to drink from the well of madness.
That you stand here before me is proof that Hallowness smiles upon me this day. I have need of your assistance, Ruja, and before you think to run away screaming in terror, I pray you hear me out. It concerns the esteemed, and now missing and presumed dead, Knights of the Heavensward. Well, I know what happened to them. We kinda fucking killed every last one of them.
Yeah, no, Thornton ate them. I don't remember if I told anybody that, but yeah, he ate them.
Did he technically?
Well,
I mean, I know he...
I think,
I know
like,
they just showed up when he was during the fight, but...
I feel... I'm not 100% sure if, like, this is canon necessarily, but it is my opinion that when Thorin does Ultimate End, he consumes the ether of all of the knights to do it, and that's why they disappear after Ultimate End. And I think they also fall, and like there's an animation of them falling and dying like after you kill Thornton. But I truthfully I can't remember that last part.
Greedy rat bastard.
Yeah. Anyway, continue.
None have returned to the capital since all the unpleasantness began. Yet recently we have heard rumors of these honored sirs walking the streets. Imagine that we were having that conversation and he was just there listening. Like, Dallin and Ruja are discussing what exactly happened when they killed Thornton, and Seer's just like, what the fuck?
I'll just ignore that.
They're probably speaking nonsense anyway. He doesn't know that we're the saviors of Ishgard. Tis heresy most foul, I say, and I mean to get to the bottom of it. But we will need all the help we can get, which means... Barry, take me. We could benefit from a certain individual's... serendipity. Besides, if we don't seek him out, he's like to show up at the worst possible time anyway. At least this way it'll be on our terms. And we can keep an eye on that boy. Mammoth. Mammoth! Yes, right. Oh, you must be wondering why I asked you to come. Well, you and the inspector seem to enjoy a natural rapport, so...
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, praise Helone. For a moment I was afraid you'd make me beg. This may well be my last chance to prove my worth to my superiors, and if I can't... to Forton Matter!
Alright. Well, hopefully they won't kill him. Maybe they'll just fire him.
I mean, our track record with Inquisitors is kind of...
Well, you know.
Little Kiki's been a very naughty girl.
But why, Papa Hildy?
Because, Gigi, such behavior is unbecoming of a gentleman, or gentle they. But why, Papa Hildy? Why is it unbecoming of a gentleman or gentle they?
They're at the age where they're questioning everything.
Ah, Inquisitor Seer Ruja, good day to you both. Are you coming as adoring fans or on business?
Business. Always business, you may rest assured.
Then I, Hildebrand, Agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, am at your service. Is it robbery, murder, tax evasion?
Evasion? Wait. Before we get into that, what is going on here?
Much as it pains me to admit it, my beloved Gigi, the apple of my eye, the fruit of my loins, attempted to deface this lovely gazebo. Naturally, as their father, it fails to me to see them return to the straight and narrow. That's not true. I was drawing a family crest for our home. Now, Gigi, I know you are fond of this gazebo, as are we all, but it belongs to Lord Edmund. You wouldn't want to steal from Uncle Edmund, wouldn't you? I guess not. Then where is our gazebo, Papa Hildy? And does it have a warm stove with a steaming kettle, too? Oh, Gigi, don't you see? We have no need of kettles or gazebos. As gentlemen inspectors, the world is our oyster. We can go whither we please, where the red fern grows or the wild rose blooms. Where did you learn that phrase?
Where did you... Oh, wait. In 1.0, he was acquainted with Urianger.
Yeah, that's true.
And yet you've been sleeping in Lord Edmund's gazebo for how long?
I don't care about wild roses. I want to live in a gazebo with Papa Hildy and Mama Nashu.
Gazebos are quite expensive. Dangerous if not domesticated.
Dangerous indeed, my boy. And besides, we are gentlemen inspectors, free to travel the length and breadth of Eorzea in search of a case. Does that not sound more thrilling than whittling away hours beneath a gazebo? I guess.
If it's a case you want, you need not go so far. We are currently investigating reports of individuals masquerading as Knights of the Heavensward. These contemptible charlatans are rumored to have tricked several hapless maidens into attending private parties for a small fee, with the promise of enjoying the company of these great sirs. Those who were foolish enough to attend found their experiences to be so traumatizing that they have refused to discuss them in detail. Needless to say, your assistance in this matter would be greatly appreciated, and for it you shall receive due compensation.
Say no more, Inquisitor, say no more. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, am well versed in the ways of the fairer sex. I assume this is Julian. Oh, I was right. Mummy, Mother Dearest, I was under the impression you had departed for Ul'dah.
And leave my beloved boy to keep on playing at being an inspector, as well as a father to a bloody mammoth. Look at that. You're coming home right this instant.
How can you say such things? It is my life's calling to be an inspector, and Geeky is my child. They are a Manderville, they. Grand as it is to see you, you have come at a most inopportune time. The young women of Ishgard are in need of a champion to defend them from fiends most foul. Come, Nashu, come, Kiki. We shall demonstrate to my mother our peerless investigative skills and bring these criminals to justice.
Of course he's stubborn. Probably gets it from his sorry ass of a father. I trust you lot'll help me to keep him out of trouble. Right then, come along. I'm Lucius here. It's good to see you, Puddin'.
Hi, Julian. How are you doing? Good to see you.
Oh, that could have gone better. And worse. Let's not keep them waiting. Okay, but real talk here. The fact that the Mandervilles are goldsmiths, and mammoth making is a goldsmith thing, would it not have been a natural conclusion for at least one Manderville in the line to have crafted a mammoth and proclaimed it as their child?
I suppose it's not that out of the question. Please, do you think me so foolish to fall for this charade? From what I heard from the others, the knights bore not even the slightest resemblance to the Heavensward. As if I had not already memorized every detail of my Sir Adderfell's face. Oh, wherever could he be? He's dead.
Adderfell Brightblade, the paladin one that...
Yes, we fought him in the vault.
Yeah.
I shall have some
First
choice
boss.
words for him when he returns, especially if he cannot properly account for his prolonged absence. He's dead. The Pope ate him.
Yeah. I'm truly outside Her Grace. My allowance all gone to waste on those... I dare not say it. Oh, mayhap those awful rumors are true. Mayhap I must needs accept that he now walks in Halona's halls. Oh, Artois, have you heard this shit?
Don't bother him with this shit.
He was too beautiful for this world. A good and true knight, a defender of the faith. Oh, Sir Zephyr, I swear I shall never love another. Unless our Lord Emmerich says that he is single.
What? You know what, never mind.
They're fucking Ishgardians, man. What in the seven hells is so damn appealing about getting paid a pittance to do the Watcher's job for him?
Hildy, what's up? There must be at least one fair maiden who can tell us something of value. Who needs a gazebo? I do.
Oh!
I know you.
The knights aren't supposed to, you know. Then why are they so popular with the highborn ladies?
Yup.
Nashu knows what sex is not interested. I can say one thing with absolute confidence. They're all quite mad.
What, the ladies or the... Never mind.
Yes.
I demand satisfaction, swift and terrible vengeance. How dare they prey upon a lady's emotions to line their pockets with gil? If Sir Charlebert was here, he'd purge the lot of them like the festering sickness they are.
Ah, yes, pity he too remains missing. So very much a pity. She says this to his student.
Well, she doesn't know.
What I'd like to know is who's going to deal with all these criminals and heretics. Can't bloody well be expected to purge them ourselves, now can we?
I don't expect any of you to do anything. So...
Papa Hildy, that grandmama over there is staring at us.
It's rude
Now-
to point, Kiki.
Now, Gigi, a gentleman must be more careful with his words. First of all, you have only one grandmother. Secondly, and this is tremendously important, never ever call her that. At least not yet. Promise? Yes, Father, I promise not to call Grandmama Julian Grandmama Julian. Greetings, m'lady.
Oh, ain't you a charmer? Here I was, thinking I might have to rip your bloody head off if you said the G word one more time.
Like that, Papa Hildy? Ah, my faithful assistants. Have you gleaned any new information?
No. Only that Ishgardian noblewomen are fucking insane.
Messed up. Other than the fact that these women scorn seem to detest the fake knights with every fiber of their being. These two women were telling me all about what they'd do if they cornered Sir... Is this the best you can do, then? Bloody oaths and girlish fantasies? And you call yourself a Mansfield man?
I assure you, Mother, we're only just getting started. The tapestry of lies and deception behind which the truth hides is oft unraveled with the tug of a single loose thread. I say, young lady, I would beg but a moment of your time.
Somehow I doubt that young lady was targeted by the charlatans we seek.
Aye, 'tis true. I was taken in by the false promises of those awful men. Long have I yearned for a chance to meet Sir Velgwyn, so when they said I finally could, I didn't hesitate for even a moment. But when they escorted me to the manor and undid the blindfold, I looked on the hideous faces of those so-called Grand Sirs. I screamed and fled. They were gone when I returned with the watch, but the neighbors said they had overheard them speaking about seeking shelter in a place called Idleshire. I know it's not much, but I pray this information helps you in your search.
My lady, I swear to you now, here and now, I, Hildebrand, agent of enquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall not rest until these dastardly fiends are punished for their foul crimes. Huzzah! 3 cheers for Papa Hildy! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray!
That was only 2 cheers. There's the third one.
Hip hip hooray.
And there you have it. Our quarry can be found in Idleshire. Come, my loyal assistants. Just its waist for no gentleman. Or gentle they.
That's all well and good, but I've never heard of this Idleshire. Have you? I mean, technically we're residents.
Yeah. I've heard of it. I've been there.
You mean we're to travel to the Trebanian hinterlands? Now, just like that.
Yeah. Oh, and he just doesn't even like. Wow, yeah, okay. He just goes. Oh god, it's raining.
Waffle.
Hang on. I got this. There you go. green like my hair.
PS4 load times.
Yep. Alright. Hi, Seer.
Oh, that was a harrowing journey during which I felt certain I would die horribly, or at least be forced to part ways with my precious bits. Bloody waste of time.
This place feels somehow familiar, but I can't possibly have come here before, right?
Ooh, fun. I promise I'll walk him and feed him and put fresh herbs in his mask every day.
No, you cannot own a goblin.
Truly, this magnificent settlement is a testament to the hard work and camaraderie of her Uplander and Gabi citizens.
Yes, well, I'm just glad we're no longer being pursued by fire-breathing dragons, musket-wielding crabs, and bomb-throwing goblins. You know, the other ones. But they were no match for Lady Julian and that pan of hers, am I right?
I want to see her make the bad Gobbies fly again.
God's sakes, Hildy. Except in Rusha and Dallin, this lot would be dead in a ditch somewhere if it weren't for me.
Nonsense. I would never let any harm come to my loyal assistant or my beloved child.
If I may interject...
Now then, let us split up and question the good people of Idleshire. My keen inspector sense tells me that one of them has knowledge of the false knights we seek.
Kicks the dirt.
Kicking rocks. Alright.
Oh, shit.
Let's also see if we can't find our inspectors, or our fellow friends around here. 'Cause I assume they are, like, out and about. But I also, maybe they're closer to where the actual quest things are.
I see Hildy, I see Gigi, I see Julianne.
Okay, cool. So they are all over by there.
Oh, now she's over here.
Yes, Loudjocks knows of Grand Sirs. Sneaky uplanders keep to selves, mingle not with Gobby flock. But each to own, Loudjock says, no questions, only jingly shine.
Oh yeah, there's Hildy and Gigi.
Hooray for everything! How blessed these goblins and treasure hunters and adventurers must feel to have the freedom to pursue their dreams and live as they see fit.
Hey, Jules.
A sorrier-looking city of vagabonds, cutthroats, and charlatans I've never seen. Won't you fall in with them? Hear me, Puddin'?
Hey, these are nice folk. I'll have you know.
Okay, but counterpoint, Rowena lives here.
I don't think she lives here. I think she just has a shop here.
I mean, she does stand behind the counter.
Well, yeah. That doesn't mean she lives there.
The building is named for her.
So? It's a store. It's her store.
Even more name day gifts for me.
Hang on. There we go.
Oh, you must be talking about them Grand Sirs. They drifted into Edelshire some time ago, as I recall. Pay visits to the Great Library, though I couldn't tell you why.
Anything else? No. Okay. Hi, Seer.
Sniff strangers, Seer. It's rude.
Oh, I know all about the Grand Sirs. They keep to themselves in that building of theirs south of the round spot. You best watch out, though. They're a dangerous bunch, liable to kill you for looking at them cockeyed.
It's entirely possible that I've gone completely and utterly mad, but are you perchance the long-lost twin sister of an Ishgardian noblewoman?
What? Look behind you, a three-headed Gabu.
Why do I feel like I've not seen the last of that old woman? Well, that's probably because we haven't seen the last of that old woman.
It's very possible. Oh, that's the same.
Could it be?
Oh, sorry, one sec. I need to run to the bathroom real quick. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. If only we had the testimony of a concerned citizen, which could conveniently direct us to the villain's precise locations. Hey, I found it. The Grand Sirs are holed up in a building to the south of the markets. Good show, Ruja. There, that's the one. Come, let's inform the others.
Hey, wasn't there a gobby a little while ago that was standing in front of that door calling out some Grand Sirs?
You're right, there was. 'Twould seem that no one is home. Then there is naught we can do but wait then. Papa Hildy, I just want to say that I really like this place. I think that you and me and Mama Nashu could have lots of exciting adventures if we stay here. You may be right, Geeky. This community seems to have fostered an enlightened, free society, welcoming of honest souls willing to work and contribute to the greater whole. Did anyone happen to see a gazebo on the way in? Would you like to be slow fix?
So I live in Hildebrand, Helidor, Maximilian, Mandeville.
I would recommend not trying to do the exhalation noises, because it just doesn't work very well.
Not the
Yeah, I genuinely
Just
just don't bother using it, because, I don't know. It's hard to get it to pick up sometimes.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Could that be? I say, could that be slow fix coin toss?
Do you know the Scobie Inspector?
I most certainly do. Why, Master Slowfix was my very first employer.
Go. When traveling through Thanalan long ago, Gobbyflop was waylaid by Uplander bandits. With no jingly shine to pay brass blades, we had no way to backtake goods. Until we make busy deal with Gentleman Uplander, that is. With fastness, he finds Uplander bandits and brings much bangy boom, and returns to goodly Gobby's misting goods and great justice. Henceforth, Slowfix gains new appreciation for Uplanders. A chance encounter with Gentleman Uplander, he never conceives of egalitarian utopia. Shko. One may even claim Hildy a founding father of Eagleshire. With metaphorical tongue flaps, that is.
Wow. Okay. Oh, the memories. It was a near thing, for the bandits were clever enough to see through my ingenious disguise as an innocent milkmaid. But in my haste to escape, I tripped over a barrel of fire sand, and, as they say, boom, gobby doom.
Ah, no big deals for the wicked. No busy deals indeed.
But leaving that delightful antidote aside, ye gods, Master Slowfix, just looking at what you and your flock have made of these ruins is making me big eyes.
Bishko, Gobbyflock has come long way since wandering days. But we have not forgotten Gentleman Uplander's kindness. Slowfix is here to offer hand lending.
Well, far be it from me to refuse. My son Gigi has grown quite fond of your magnificent city, and so I should like to stay here with him and my assistant for a time. We would not require much in the way of accommodations. A humble gazebo, for example, would more than suffice.
Why settle for gazebo when perfectly good estate right behind you? Residents of building in arrears, and Slowfix happy to evict them.
But we were pursuing the fiends who lived here on suspicion of defrauding young women.
Rod? Rod? And Slowfix is egalitarian utopia. This he will not abide. All the more reason to let Gentleman Uplander and his flock stay instead of Grand Sirs. No need for Jingly Shine either.
Huzzah! A giant gazebo to call our own! I do not know what to say. Thank you, Master Slowfix, thank you.
No need for teary-eyed tongue flaps. Gobbyflock is possessed of moral obligation to repay Gentleman Uplander for past generosity. Enjoy new gazebo, and good luck with hunt for Grand Sirs. Hey, so can we, go in there and rifle through their stuff?
Papa Hildy, since this is our gazebo, is it okay if I draw our family crest on it? I can think of no better way to celebrate this joyous occasion, and perhaps draw the ire of our new home's former tenants. Come, let us go and purchase some paints together. This gazebo shall be your canvas.
Now he's gone and gotten himself a sodden gazebo. Bloody hells. He really thinks I'm going to let him keep on playing at being a father. Oh no, he's going into pictomancy.
It's true. He's painting. Can't believe we're doing this in the fucking rain. Yay! Clap, Julian. Even Sears clapping. I really like that. Still no sign of the notorious Grand Sirs. I dare say we're going to need more paint. Time for some fucking dialogue. How do you like my family crest? Oh, but maybe I should have also panted Grandpa Godbert and Milady Julian.
He's so talented, just like her grandpapa. You know, you would think Notchbone and Dedeen being here the entire time would have, you know, seen something.
Don't worry
They
about it.
didn't. That old woman must have followed us here from Ishgard. She's involved in this, that much is clear. But the question is how? Even supposing I were to turn a blind eye to his shenanigans, this is no place to raise a child.
Don't trust anyone over 60. Hildebrand has never been a patient man. Much as it pains me to admit it, a gentleman's stamina is not without limits. I dare say I could do with a spot of tea.
Hey, Inspector, is it just me, or have those two been looking at us for the past few minutes?
Oh, 'tis quite normal behavior for my adoring fans, I should think. When finally presented with an opportunity to meet their idol in the flesh, all too many succumb to their fear and flee.
Or maybe, just maybe, they're the Grand Bloody Sirs! Come on, they're getting away!
This painting is here forever now, by the way. Isn't
Great.
that wonderful? It's great. I love it. Oh! They went that away, to the right. I'll catch up to you all soon, so just go. Poor guy.
Poor darling tripped.
Mm-hmm.
Fury take me, I haven't run like that since Sir Charbot chased me up and down the steps of Faith brandishing a flaming... Wait, where's Gigi? Huh. Bear the flaming rod, spoil the milksop. Look at those two have got to.
Hearken to me, you dastardly rapscallions. You have nowhere to run. Reveal yourselves at once. One sec, sorry. I shall not ask you again. Come forth, grand sirs, name yourselves, and answer for your misdeeds. So old. I forget which one of us is which.
You're Orland, I'm the other one.
Okay.
Slayer of 1,000 worms, the silver spear which hath pierced the very heavens, Orland!
Master of magics, ancient and awesome, the divine hand which hath defeated all maladies, saved senescence and incontinence. Goon spa.
Okay.
The Grand Sirs!
Grandsirs,
Excelsior!
Excelsior!
We didn't sync up. That's fine.
I don't know whether to laugh or to cry. They have both.
Grandsires, Grandsirs, you stand accused of willfully and unlawfully convincing young maidens of Ishgard to attend private parties under false pretenses, thereby inflicting upon them terrible financial and emotional distress. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, am come on behalf of these poor defenseless innocents, and to see that no others are made to suffer as they did. Now lay down your arms and surrender yourselves into my custody.
Huh! The audacity of this boy. You should feel ashamed of your words and deeds.
Oh my god.
You will rue this day, and rue it hard!
With that lamp? I doubt it.
Gods, how I've missed this, the air streaming past, the blood pumping, taste of copper on my lips, the slight dizziness. It was on a day like this that we met, wasn't it? When we soared into these azure skies, we never truly came back down. What's happening?
Pretty sure I've seen her in the church.
Do mine eyes deceive? Pig's knee of my heart descended from Alone's halls to guide me to her bosom. My beloved, my everything, long have I waited for this moment. Take me in your arms once more and lift me higher, higher, higher. Higher, higher, higher.
Orland! Orland! Orland!
Damn.
Oh my god, he fucking dead.
He did not do a very good job of parrying him.
Alas, poor Orland. I knew him not in the slightest, but he seemed a decent man. Chicanery and attempted murder notwithstanding.
Oh my god, that's so dangerous.
White.
I really don't think they needed to show us this. It's pretty obvious what happened.
Wait, I've seen this before. All too recently. Yes, anyway. He's only mostly dead. If the Master of Magic's ancient and awesome here acts with all haste, the man may yet be saved. You'll have to forgive me, my memory is going. Yeah, because he's what?
A white mage?
Oh, no. Defeated all maladies save senescence and incontinence.
Yeah,
so
senescence and incontinence. Incontinence, yeah.
he yet be senile. Oh, you are referring to me. I see. With all haste, was it? Yes. I'll get right on that. Mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may wait. That's no good. Let me see. Now there's an incantation we haven't seen since ARR. Something of a rather less controversial tradition. Yes, something with more pep. A vortex of biting winds to rend the flesh and smite my foes.
Oh, he's moving.
Foes? Thought you were friends, man.
Yo, he's just like me.
Saint Rennet bugger me with a bleeding guy bulg. My back. 'Twould seem I've underestimated you lot.
That makes two of us?
Enough, leave him be, or do you not care what happens to the mammoth?
Oh no!
Gigi, but when? How?
I thought I recognized you. First in Ishgard, then in Edoshir. You've been following us since we left the capital.
Bearer of faces, fair and fearsome, the midnight shadow which hath deceived kings and queens. Doris.
You can't possibly have been so naive as to think we'd not... Could you really not put those words in that order? Very much like to not have any misunderstandings. Mm-hmm. Through your ridiculous disguises.
And yet here you are, so effortlessly and easily lured into our trap, for which we are most grateful, mine. My companions are hardly cut out for life on the road. All has been in preparation for this moment. The parties, the petty schemes, from the first are the objective is this grand design has been the singular mammoth. I swear to you, if you harm Gigi in any way, we have no desire to hurt the they. We require their help to reclaim what is rightfully ours, our youth. Check this shit out. It's not gonna work, it's raining. Oh, never mind.
Confound it! I can't see! Damn, they're very slowly getting away.
We can't chase them, that would be unfair. Papa Hildy!
Gigi! Stay strong, my child. I soon swear I shall find you.
Brother appears to have returned home.
Uh-oh.
Fine job he did, protecting that mammoth of his, eh? Remind me again why we didn't just... you know. Oh, blimey. Do you think they're headed for the old mill? If not, can we go anyway? I haven't had cider in ages.
12, strike me down for a fool. So desperate was I to seize the Grand Sirs that I failed to discern their true intent before it was too late. And now poor Gigi is in their clutches. What if I never see my beloved child again?
I suppose we ought to be prepared for the worst. They could be halfway to Rotterdam by now. I very much doubt that, given they were moving at an adamantoise pace. The little milksop's right. Let's get after the old buggers. Huh. That's what my mentor used to call me, among other things. Oh, the memories.
Alright, well, off we go. Oh, there we go.
Let me guess. Wondering why I haven't gone and smacked him upside the head and put an end to this rubbish, huh? There's a time for cracking skulls and a time for letting your idiot of a son deal with his troubles on his own. That's why. He's sleeping or just resting his eyes. Mustn't act rashly. If they realize they're being watched, they may attempt to flee again. Very slowly.
Oh yeah, they're just right over here. What do you know? Rumble, mumble. It's not death, you fool. It's just some passerby. See? Wait, hang on. Death stalks us at every turn.
So, it would seem that the Grand Sirs have been caught once more by the very inspector that was trying to catch them.
How ironic. Also, how premature. We have them, yes, but they still have Gigi. Damn it, if only some manner of opportunity would present itself.
Oh, okay.
Well, ask and ye shall receive, I guess. We can ambush that wizened dragoon, take him hostage, and demand an exchange.
Inquisitor Seer, you disappoint me. A gentleman cannot condone the violent kidnapping and ransom of his elders. No, we shall approach this problem as paragons of honor and virtue.
And stealers of pants.
Rouge will stalk and subdue the Grand Sir, then relieve him of his armor.
How is stripping an old man naked more gentlemanly than taking him hostage, man?
Rest assured, I shall reveal all soon enough. Godspeed, Rouge.
Okay.
Do take care to obtain the Dragoon's armor through gentlemanly means. We must always endeavor to treat our elders with the utmost respect.
That's the same.
Yes, let's not even bother to discuss the moral and ethical implications, much less the legal ones.
It's the same. Okay. Just highlighting this. To what end remains unclear, but such are Hildebrand's wishes, and as you know from past experience, it's usually best to simply do what he says and to pray that nothing explodes as a result.
So true.
The journal for these next couple of steps are really quite a gold mine, I must say.
Oh, I knew you. Wait, who are you again? There's something awfully familiar about those muscular forearms, those strong yet tender-looking fingers. I say, would you be so kind as to massage my shoulders, young lady? There's this lingering ache, this tension that Gonspert can't seem to soothe with his magics. Remove my breastplate. Oh, of course, how silly of me. Pray, lend me a hand with the straps.
Let's see. Inviting you to remove his breastplate that you might better reach his sore muscles, and so you make ready to oblige, having not lost sight of your goal to obtain his armor, even if the methods it seems you must now employ are quite unlike anything you could have ever imagined, or perhaps would wish to.
Truly, young lady, you are a saint. Ah, I swear, it's the little things you begin to appreciate. My dear departed wife used to help me with my armor, you know? Right, I should be seated to better receive your tender ministrations.
As you look on the elderly man waiting to receive your ministrations, a long-forgotten or repressed memory nearly rises to the forefront of your mind before you shove it back down to the depths and crack your fingers in preparations for this most ignoble of duties.
Ah, the healing tingle. Would that I had a tincture of salamander with which to treat these aches. My little pig's knee used to spread some on my chest and under my nose to help me sleep through the night. Come, do not be shy. Work those soothing fingers into each and every knot, slowly. Make me forget my troubles.
Let's read this. Slayer of gods, rider of dragons, savior of Ishgard, masseuse of the elderly. Yet a single vigorous session will not serve to satisfy Orland. Oh no. Mustering every ounce of your courage, you raise up your tired hands and dive once more into the fray.
Harder, harder, higher, higher. Close your eyes and dream.
Never have you been so sorely tested by an old man's back. The old dragoon's soft snoring suddenly stops, and you begin to fear you may have borne witness to his final moments. Leaning closer, you extend a hesitant finger, only to stop short when a sudden spasm signals resumption of his labored breathing. For a mercy, you are spared the burden of a third massage, as Orland slumbers softly, like the dead, or dying. Brushing away these morbid thoughts, you look to the sleeping old man's sabatons, which are begging to be stolen. With the utmost care, you remove Orland's sabatons and breeches, leaving the sleeping old man exposed to the elements and at the mercy of the nearby ravenous bears and tentacled mortals. May he rest in peace.
And in the rain.
And in the rain. Slayer of God, rider of dragons, savior of Ishgard, stealer of pants. In what may be the darkest chapter of your life, you carefully remove Orland's sabatons and breeches, leaving the sleeping old man exposed, and that's basically the same thing. Although there is a mention of slimy, undulating tentacles, which, I don't know, I feel like that was maybe a little much. Let's check in with him one more time. Good night, sweet prince. She's still having the same conversation, even though... Anyway. Ah, my stalwart assistant. By your return, I gather you have taken care of the dragoon, and by taken care, I mean afford him all due courtesies befitting of a man of his years, whilst returning with the equipment I require. Orland's armor. Entrusted to you by its elderly owner that he might receive a vigorous massage, the suit of armor is surprisingly light and reeks of garlic. Orland's sabatons. The old gray mare, she ain't what she used to be. Ain't what she used to be, ain't what she used to be. Capital. Then without further ado, I shall disguise myself as Orland and free Gigi from captivity.
But you two look nothing alike. They may be old and slow, but they're not blind.
Oh, ye of little faith, you are in for a treat, for you shall have a front row seat to this magnificent display of Mandervillian guile and subterfuge.
Is it time for dinner yet?
We just ate, you daft bugger. Ugh, and where in the hell's is Orland? I know he's got to take a piss every hour, but damn it, he could at least be quick about it.
Greetings, fellow Antediluvians.
Antediluvians.
I have returned.
Fun fact, antediluvian means before the flood.
Interesting. I don't know what that has to do with them being old. But anyway.
Older than the fifth umbral, well, the fifth umbral calamity, which was the calamity of the flood.
Oh, yeah, that would do it.
The one that put an end to the fifth astral era. Which kind of fits, considering that one is a conjurer and one is a thaumaturge.
Mm-hmm.
Or the magi, you understand.
Yes, of course.
Oh, bollocks.
It's about time.
Okay, no. That's bollocks.
Pack up your things. I want us back on the road in 10 minutes.
Before we do that, we must first relung young Gigi here. 'Tis behavior unbecoming of a gentleman to keep children in cages.
What in the seven hells are you blathering about? He's gonna get away.
No, he will not. See? Still here within my care. Right then, on a completely unrelated note, I shall now take the boy with me on a brief sojourn into the wilderness.
Fury, take me. It's working. He's about to walk out of there with Gigi, and they won't even try to stop him. So far, so good.
Ugh, I'm cold and there are marbles after me.
Anyo.
I'm me. But you're also me. But that can't be, unless... This is it. This is the very moment when my life flashes before my eyes. Oh, my dearest Pigsney, we'll be together at last.
Okay, I need to, like, pause for a quick sec, because this is gonna bug me.
Uh-huh.
Pigsney, noun. Plural, S. Darling, sweetheart, a little I. Middle English pigsney, literally pig's eye, from piggy's genitive of pig and nigh, I, alteration. Okay. So, it's just old-timey word for darling, or dearest darling, or dearest sweetheart.
Okay. Sure.
Imposter! How dare you attempt to trick me with a ruse so hackneyed it would make a minstrel blush?
I don't know, the
Gods.
Wandering Minstrel's seen some shit.
I never realized dying would hurt so much. Now's our chance, Gigi. Come with me. Phoebe, wait!
My child, what's gotten into you? Vivi. Vivi, where have I heard that name before?
Remember who you are, Vivi. What you are, a creation of the great Charlian Archmagus Quan.
Quan. I was given life by Grandpapa Quan. I remember now. We lived together and he taught me many things about the outside world. and Ray's gone.
What exactly do you remember, my son?
Everything, yes, everything. I remember that Grandpapa Quan created me, that he took care of me, raised me, and that we were very happy. But then he abandoned me. Grandpapa Quan abandoned me.
He believed you were flawed, Vivi, that you lacked the power to turn back the hands of time to make him young again, and so in his ignorance he cast you out and died all alone.
Turn back the hands of time. Then what we witnessed in the Crozier, with the Duke's priceless vase. That power could be brought to bear on people? But wait, how do you know all of this? You couldn't possibly have been associates of this Archimagus Quan.
We found his journals during one of our many trips into the Great Library. Scavenging for valuable relics is one of the few ways we have left to make a living. We were famed heroes of the war and are primed with fortunes to match, but no soldier has the strength to triumph over time. And before we knew it, the hour of the sheath was upon us. Ishgard had no longer had need of our services, so we came here to eke out a living. Keep doing what we do best until our bodies wouldn't let us. Imagine our surprise when we stumbled upon the opportunity of a lifetime, a second lifetime as it were. A mammoth with the power to turn back that which was broken and restore it to its prime state, to turn back time with its temporal magics and give us back our misspent youth.
Fury, take me. This is all so... I don't even know if there's a precedent to determine whether or not this constitutes heresy. I mean, you're going against the natural order by turning back the hands of time. I think that counts as heresy, dude.
We know where to look even. With the journals, we determined that the mammoth was somewhere in the Western Highlands. A chance for a second chance within reach. And then we were forced to watch as you imbeciles pulled Vivi from the snow, nearly ruining everything. Vivi, listen to me. Come with us and we can help you unlock your true potential. Just think what you could accomplish were you to master your magics. Not only could you make us young again, but you may even have the power to restore life to Archimagus Quan. Vivi.
Impossible. No magic can truly return the dead to us. At best, you can animate a corpse. And I need not review the precepts to declare that the products of necromancy are abominations in the eyes of the Fury.
Geeky, wait! What of our adventures? What of our gazebo? You are a Manderville mammoth!
You've always been so kind to me, Papa Hildy, and I will forever be grateful for that. But Grandpa Quan made me. He made me, and I miss him. Even if it fails, I have to try.
What are you doing? They're getting away. We have to stop them.
Mayhap, we must respect Gigi's decision.
So that's the end of that chapter, eh? You giving up and coming back home?
I too made a decision long ago, to become a traveling inspector, and I have ever stood by it. Mayhap it is this singular stubbornness of mine that Gigi took inspiration. Nay, I cannot abide it. He is my flesh and blood, my child. I dare not let them use their temporal magics to prevent the natural order. Aye, it falls to me, their father, to ensure that Gigi keeps to the righteous path, and only utilizes traditional methods of zombification to raise the dead. Inquisitor Seer, I must applaud your dedication to your work, and cannot thank you enough for all you have done on our behalf. Yet I fear if we continue as we are, Gigi may be driven to rash action. Therefore, I would ask that you suspend your pursuit of the Grand Sirs for a time, that I might be afforded the opportunity to convince my son to return peacefully.
Well, seeing as how we can only guess at the full extent of Gigi's powers, it might prove dangerous to act aggressively should he choose to use them.
I knew you would understand. Right then, there's no time to waste. Nashu, let us retire to our new gazebo and discuss our plans.
I suppose it'd have been a shame had he given up that easily. Though that means I'll have to stick around even longer. On the other hand, if that bloody mammoth's really got the power to make them young again, then... Warriors of Light know better than to comment on that. I said I'd suspend my pursuit, and I will, but that doesn't mean I won't continue my investigation into that mammoth and its powers in Ishgard. Zoinks, I gotta get out of here. Y'all are crazy.
True. I'm out of here. I'm using return, by the way. I could probably put my parasol away now.
Ah, I see you saw fit to return to the capital as well. The Inquisition has a rather large collection of heretical tomes, including many of Charlene origin, and I had a mind to scour them for information on temporal magics. This is, of course, all for the sake of confirming the mammoth's heretical origins. Yes, only that. Huh? Why are you looking at me like that? As if to imply that my interest in these matters is more than a professional one. I'm sure I don't know what you're not talking about. Thank you, Ruja. That will be all.
All right. All right. Before we start the next one, I'm gonna put my dinner in the oven because we are going to continue this until the end, but you know we're getting a little close to me needing to go to bed. See you, Inspector.
Also, Pigsney does not have a name. She is just called Pigsney.
Of course not. She's a woman. She's not important. Anyway, I'll be right back.
And yet Doris is right there. I will also be right back. I need to grab me a glass of water. I return. Wouldn't it be nice if you could perform a factory reset on your physical vessel? Just all the silly little things that bother you, just kind of gone away. Is what it is.
Alright, I'm back.
Come back.
The proud and the pointy-eyed. Seer is a man at the end of his tether.
We need to speak, Rusha. I've been scouring the archives for any information regarding temporal magic since last we spoke, and the results have been troubling, to say the least. As you may or may not be aware, ancient Alag is portrayed in the Enchiridion as a cautionary tale, a great empire brought low by its vanity and hubris. However, there are certain apocryphal texts in which the Algans are cast in a more sympathetic light, if not outright exalted. It was in these texts that I found references to temporal magics once wielded by Allagan mages. Said magics could be used to halt or even reverse the temporal state of a given object. If these accounts are to be believed, and if Gigi's abilities and these magics are one and the same, then it may well be possible for him to turn back the hands of time for the Grand Sirs, much as he restored the Duke's priceless vase. That being said, there is no telling how this will work with regards to a living being. Consider, if you will, that the vase was filled with water when shattered. Even if the vessel would restore it, what would become of its former contents? Would it be filled with water as before? The very same, every drop returned? Or would it be different water? Or would the water, once spilt, be forever lost? You speak of the soul, my friend. For even if one could use these magics to restore the dead to life, they'd be the same, but they'd be as they were before, with all the same thoughts and memories and feelings. I don't know, man. Ask Emperor Zandy. The Grand Sirs are convinced that they can regain their lost youth, and mayhap they can. But the dead who have entered into Halone's halls cannot return. They cannot. Yet Gigi is nevertheless resolved to try and resurrect Archmagus Quan. Speaking of which, according to some Charlian texts in the archives, Archmagus Quan was an accomplished scholar, known for his study of ancient Allagan magics. Further evidence that Gigi's abilities are likely derived from ancient traditions, I suppose. But more importantly, I learned the location of the Archmagus's former residence. Mayhap we could find something of interest there, something which could help us persuade Gigi to change his course. I had a mind to summon Inspector Hildebrand and make the journey there together. Would you be willing to join us? Excellent. Then let us be about our business.
I
Do you
saw
want
you.
or should I?
Heretic!
I beg your pardon? Are you accusing me of being a heretic?
Yes, you, Inquisitor Seer. I saw you sneak into the archives and seek out the forbidden tomes. Saw a mad light in your eyes as you partook of their forbidden knowledge.
Oh, for the love of... I did all that for my investigation.
Aha! You admit your crimes, that you did secretly, without permission, in blatant contrivance, or contravention of our rules, read forbidden tomes, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine.
You stupid, ignorant... You all so desperate to keep your goddamn jobs that you'll go around accusing all the world and his wife of heresy. Is that what we've been reduced to? I am sick and tired of looking for heretics in every bloody shadow, of trying to guess the secret sins of everyone I meet. It's stupid and pointless, and we're better than that, damn it! We're better than that!
If you will not surrender yourself, then I have no choice but to inform my superiors.
Well, that all came tumbling out, didn't it, man? I suppose there's no point in trying to convince myself that I have no personal investment in this matter. Or that I still have a professional one. Somewhere along the way, I stopped looking for the guilty and started looking for the truth, perhaps. And a way to help those in need, man. There's no place for people like that in the Inquisition, is there? And it's only a matter of time before that stuttering fool comes back with an armed guard. Like zoinks, man. Let us depart for Idleshire at once. You need to find the inspector.
God, I forgot how dense this back half of the quest line is, and I would really like to take a break here and go eat food, but like, I can't just like dedicate all of these last 2 quests to a stream, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I was trying to give Seer a Shaggy Jones kind of voice that he has to disguise using big important tone.
That makes sense.
That was going to be my bit for Seer, because I figured the Shaggy voice would add to the milksop thing. And with all the hell that his mentor put him through, it was probably like oh, if I give this big important tone like I'm a manly man, it'll lessen the whatever, you know? Are you looking for the inspector? He went off on his lonesome. God damn it, Hildy. I raised you to have better sense than this.
It would seem we've arrived too late, man. Inspector Hildebrand has already gone off on his own to confront the Grand Sirs.
They came back briefly to trade jingly shine for supplies and whatnot, you see. And the gobbies here caught them trading tongue flaps about killing dragons in the Forelands. And the inspector learned about it later. He said he had to get after them right away and back take Gigi. He said he had a duty, not as an inspector, but as a father. Bugger that. He's got no obligations to a bloody mammoth, especially one that chose to leave of its own free will, as I recall. I swear, I turn my back on the boy for 1 bleeding second, and he loses his goddamn mind. I'm afraid he might try to do something reckless. Don't you think we should try to find him and offer hand lending?
Like, I'm rather more concerned about what will happen if the Grand Sirs attack, or worse, kill any of Hracefelder's brood, man. But first things first, I suppose. Ruja, would you be so kind as to assist Mistress Nashu and Julianne in their search for the inspector? I will pay a visit to Archmagus Quam's abandoned abode in the meantime. Oh, and before you think to refuse, know that you need not fear for my safety, man. Let's just say that our singular experiences together have inured me to the harsh realities of, well, reality.
Huh. Could it be the scrawny little shites finally found his spine? Start by heading to Tailfeather. Reckon the inspector probably went there first as to ask after the Grand Sirs. So if we do the same, we should catch up to him eventually.
Alright, Tailfeather it is. Oh man. Also, I apologize. It seems like you've ended up with every single speaking character.
For the past 5 minutes,
Longer than that, even.
practically grew up in the saddle. Gave him his firm thighs and buttocks, it did.
I don't need to hear about that, Julian.
She's a doting mom.
I know, but still.
Right then. Say we split up and make inquiries separately. If you learn anything about the Inspector or the Grand Sirs or Gigi, come tell me.
Alright, let's do some information gathering. Three dragon slayers and a mammoth, eh? I'd call you a mummer if I hadn't seen them come through earlier, boasting about how they were off to kill the biggest one yet. Bold as brass they were, going on and on about killing this and glorying in that, as if that lot had it in them. Let's see. I'll take all three of these guys just because you're like most everybody else right now.
Much obliged.
Those daft sods. They were for Annex Trine. Not quite sure what their intentions were, but they were awfully confident, that much I can recall. If you're looking for the 3H Guardians of the Mammoth, maybe head to Annex Trine. Assuming they didn't run afoul of ill-tempered dragons, you'll probably find them there. Ish Guardians of the Mammoth. They were here, proclaiming to all and sundry they were going to slay the greatest dragon of all. The gods only knew if the naive fools were serious. Ish Guardians of the Mammoth. Okay, that's the same line. And before I go speak with Nashu, I'm going to go get my food out of the oven. One moment. Okay, back. Hey, Nashu.
I see. So the Grand Sirs were headed for Annex Trine. And my dear boy wasn't far behind them either. What are we waiting for? Let's go, let's go!
Alright.
Okay, but like, has Hildy even changed his outfit since we last saw him?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I keep mournfully looking over at the console games wiki that I have brought up here to look at the number of quest objectives and just thinking to myself, like, there's only a few left. Can you believe I used to do streams like this, like length, like every single time?
Oh, blimey! I found one of the Grand Sirs! Did Hildy do this? Usually he ends up on the receiving end.
The poor unfortunate soul who bears a striking resemblance to Orland is quite firmly embedded in the earth.
Look at that. The inspector sure gave him what for. That may be, but where'd the other two get to? Not to mention the mammoth. Why don't we pull it out and ask? Though, having said that, it looks easier said than done. Oh, how silly of me. I'm sure you've got more than enough to strength to yank 'em free. Right, Rouge? Those them thighs and buttocks look awfully familiar. Rouge, she's the one. If she can't do it, no one... Wait, I've got it this time. Really?
Alright, well, here we go.
Now, Betty! He's wearing some sort of magic mask, what makes him look like the inspector. Just like that man of 1,000 faces back in Older. Except she was a woman and... wasn't. No, that's Hildebrand's alright. There's no fool in her mother's eyes.
I say, what trouble has my beloved son gotten himself into this time?
Good God, Bert, and Inspector Thea! How'd you two end up traveling together?
Blind fortune, you might say. I was too far from Tailfeather when night began to fall, but fortunately Lord Godbert chanced to find me wandering in the wilderness.
There we go.
Lord Edmund told me all about this recent trouble with the Grand Sirs, as well as Hildy's investigation, and a father cannot help but take an interest in his son's affairs, can he?
As for me, I was eager to share with you my latest findings, namely Archmagus Quan's research notes.
Oh, I haven't slept like that since I was buried in the Lich Yard. Well, I must confess no small measure of embarrassment to be found in such a state, having been so unceremoniously disposed of by the Grand Sirs. But ignominy notwithstanding, I am most grateful for your succor, and pleasantly surprised to be reunited with you all.
Wait, Rusha, did you use a spell on him, or...?
No, I didn't do nothing.
This wouldn't have happened had you waited for us instead of... Wait, why in the hells are you still wearing that rubbish?
An impenetrable disguise is essential when consorting with the criminal element. Alas, 'twould seem the Grand Sirs have grown more perceptive in their newfound youth.
Wait. Do you mean they've already regained their youth, man? What about Giggy? Did you see him? Was he behaving strangely?
Now that you mention it, his warm, soulful eyes were rather more pointy than I remember.
Goinks, by the Fury, not pointy. According to Archmagus Quan's notes, that's a sign Gigi's using too much magic, man. If he carries on like this, his aether will be expended, and he'll end up not more than an empty husk.
This is terrible news. We must catch up to the Grand Sirs at once.
You know where they were headed? All I heard was that they were keen to slay dragons.
They were bound for the Turning Mists, a place called Zenith, to kill a great worm named Nidhogg. No, first of all, Nidhogg doesn't live
We
there.
killed
Second
that
of all,
one.
yeah, I got that guy. Really? That all happened? Huh, I meant the other one, Bracefelger.
Bracevelger? Oh, Fury, take me. What could I possibly hope to achieve, man?
Watching Hildy learn and grow as a father reminds me of my own trials and tribulations. Ace Attorney.
Looks well enough. Wonder. Finally achieving peace after 1,000 years of war, they wanted to kill Hraesvelgr? That doesn't make any sense, man.
At least we found the inspector, right?
Yeah. If I could turn back time, Hildebrand wishes to entreat your aid in a matter of grave import. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby ask you all to aid me in rescuing my child and putting a stop to the Grand Sir's machinations.
You know, there's really no need for all that. We came because we wanted to help.
I, Nashu, faithful assistant and maker of explosives extraordinaire, do hereby present to you this fresh change of clothing.
Capital. I knew I could count on you, Nashu. I shall change en route. Come, my friends, to Zenith and to Gigi. I guess Godbird's coming too. That's nice.
Well, of course.
Zenith.
His disguises may be amazing, but nothing beats the classic Inspector look.
True.
Huh. To think that I stand in the heart of Javanian territory. Me. How long ago was I scouring the streets for heretics?
Spending too much time at this high altitude can't be good for my skin.
I say, what brilliant craftsmanship. How did they manage?
I mean, you could probably talk to the Mughals over that way.
Don't talk to the Mughals. Talk to, Terrason. Make ready, my friends. The final battle with the Grand Sirs is at hand. Ugh, it would seem my wounds were more serious than I thought. I fear I am in no condition to confront our foes. There's but one thing that could restore me to my former indomitable self. Oh, God.
Don't you worry. I've got some salamander oil right here. Shall Mommy give a baby boy a massage?
Oh, my dearest mummy, mother dearest. I would not impose upon you, not when my ever-loyal associate Ruja stands ready to minister my muscles.
Oh, don't tell me you're embarrassed. Let Mommy take care of little Hildy's hurts.
My dear wife, I know you mean well, but let Ruja handle it. I can personally testify to the healing talents of her strong yet tender fingers.
If that's the way of it, I'm counting on you, Ruja. You got this, Puddin'.
Let us brook no further delay. Come, my friend, coat my body in oil, as you have done many a time before.
I wish Inspector Hildebrand would let me oil him up.
Don't say that.
You may as well get on with it, man.
Oh, the memories.
Salamander oil massages are something of a Mandeville tradition, one I hope to pass on to little Gigi someday.
Salamander oil. It rubs the oil on his skin. It does this whenever it is told. Why do you hesitate? Have we not done this time and again? Oil me up, woman. Jesus. Ooh, how it soothes and my aches and pains. Quickly now. Knead it into my flesh. Knead it as you have never kneaded before. Alright, here I go. Ah, such furious kneading. I applaud your enthusiasm, but mayhap I urged you to excessive force. Ha ha. Nay, you are in the right. Already the gentle warmth begins to spread throughout my body. Fires of righteousness burn anew in my breast.
Hold, my son, so your passion is renewed, you may yet be spurred to greater feats of Mandevillian strength. Deprived from the purest essence of salamanders, this is the ancient legacy of House Mandeville. Salamandeville. To you, my beloved son, now become a proud father, I bequeath this most sacred of oils. Salamanderville. Could it be the legends were true? Your muscles shall shine with the brilliance of 1,000 suns. No mortal man will have the power to do you harm. Verily, it is so, for by its grace did I once weather the slings and arrows of a bandit horde, and bring my hammer of justice to bear upon their wicked heads. Time has come, Ruja. Take this oil and help him to become the Mandeville man he was meant to be.
Oh boy. That's the same. Salamanderville. If the best of the best for a Manderville man, to rise to the top as the cream only can. So for a lack of a logical plan, massage the Manderville man. I'm ready for my final oiling, Ruja. Salamanderville, how it flows into every nook and cranny. Quickly now, lay your hands upon me. Massage me with all your might. Yes, that's the spirit. I can feel it building and rising. Rising! Such passion, such fervor. I am the Inferno unbound, the Tempest unleashed, but I have not yet begun to pose. I don't know, it looks like he's posing to me.
I am a Manderville man! Huh, it's Salamandervilles.
My word. I've never felt so alive. Such vibrant colors, such intense sounds, such fragrant smells. Mother, Father, Ruja, 'twas your oils and your strong yet tender fingers which opened my eyes to the glory of creation. I am a gentleman inspector reborn. Onwards to zenith. No matter the laws of nature they prevent or pervert or the limits they break, the Grand Sirs can do naught to stop me. Are we reversing the voices for the young ones? I forget.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So now I'm Doris and you're,
The other two.
yeah.
Or, no, I'm... You know what, I'll take the other two. You have enough characters to voice already.
Shady. That's gotta be
God.
bad for your knees.
Doesn't matter, they're young again.
Even so.
Where'd the flowers in her hair go? Evil Geeky. Grand Sirs, I have come for my child.
Oh, must we do this now? We have a dragon to slay.
And oh, are we gonna slay?
Like, there's no need for any of this, man. The war's over.
But not for long. The worm's death will give rise to a new era of fire and blood, and we, having consumed his eyes, will use our new powers to an untold glory on the battlefield. Our legends will echo in eternity.
You would doom countless innocents for glory? No, man. I won't allow it. Over my dead body.
Far be it from us to deny you then. This is the end for you. The ultimate end. No, people tried that on us. It didn't work.
It really didn't. We just kind of killed them and they didn't realize, like, what exactly we were.
Mm-hmm. Killed the Pope.
We did kill the Pope. And Nidhogg. Twice.
Yes.
So if they thought they actually, wanted glory, we would have been the more,
Mm-hmm. No. Okay, just Thunder 3? That's it? Okay, and Holy?
basic ass holy.
Okay, that's... I don't remember which one that is. Okay, that's...
They're all using just basic ass moves.
Okay, that's just Arrow. That's Wheeling Thrust. Okay, that's Blizzard 4. That's Stone 3. That's Gear Skogul. That's Assize. That's Fire 4, I think? Why isn't she young?
Well, because she's dead.
There's LV.
Yeah, well, oh wait, I guess Vivi counts as 4.
Yeah, I suppose.
But you need 8 for a 3 for an LB3.
It's just how strong he is. I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah, they're the ones underestimating Amanda Ville's durability.
Yep.
Let him cook. Have faith, my love. He is our son.
Gigi, my beautiful they. Pray, do not look upon me with such pointy eyes. Let Papa Hildy take you home to our gazebo.
Stop calling me that. My name is Vivi. Vivi. I remember everything. My powers, my purpose, my grandpapa Quan. I made them young again, but it's not enough. I need more. More. I need the worm's eyes, and then I can finally bring him back.
I'm sorry, Gigi, but you know you cannot. Grandpapa Quan is gone.
He's right, Gigi. Mayhap you could restore his corporeal form and breathe life into it, but his soul, the thing that made him your grandpapa, it's forever beyond your reach, man.
That's not true. I can restore anything to its ideal form, to the way it should be. Even Grandpapa Quan, even you, Papa Hildy.
Wait, what?
Please, Gigi, you have to stop. If you keep using your power, you'll die.
Huh?
Yeah, no, that's just, ideal Hildebrand. You might not like it, but that's what it is.
I don't understand. Your clothes are still dirty and tattered.
It's just kind of his default state,
Yeah.
As they should be, Gigi, for my every waking moment is as the gods intended. Every day I live my life to the fullest. Every day I enjoy grand adventures.
I found your grandpapa's research notes. What he gave you wasn't the power to make things the way they were. He gave you the power to change the world, to make things the way you yourself believe they should be. That's why your magics have no effect on the Inspector, man. Because you know in your heart that you're better. You know in your heart that this battered and bruised form of his is, in its own way, right.
My thoughts exactly, Inquisitor Seer. As it is for the selfsame reason that you were unable to make Grandmaster Quan younger. In your heart, you knew there was naught that needed to be changed. Your beloved Grandpapa was exactly as he should be. Your every day was to be treasured and worthy of celebration.
Then what about the Grand Sirs? Why was I able to make them young again?
All you truly knew of them were the stories they told, man. Wondrous tales of daring do by heroes in the prime of their lives. It's no wonder you were able to envision them as such.
That's all they ever talked about when they were young and free and full of fire.
At first, Archmagus Quan didn't understand the true nature of your abilities. He struggled to deduce why you could not make him younger as he originally intended. Eventually, he realized that your fond memories of him were preventing you from conceiving of him as anything but an elderly creator. And the only way to achieve this goal would be to take them from you. But you were all he had left in this world. No longer a mere mammoth, but a friend, man. Family. His only family. His grandchild. He couldn't bear to lose you, so he renounced his quest for immortality, man.
But I still lost my memories in the end.
He was afraid of leaving you all alone in the world. Afraid that others would attempt to take advantage of you and your magics. So before he died, he decided to take your memories from you after all, man. To protect you. But despite his best efforts, something remained. Something stronger and more powerful and more resilient than anything Archmagus Quan ever dared dream.
Dynamis?
You were never broken, Gigi. You were never abandoned. All he wanted was to set you free.
Free? Free to do what? Whatever you like, Gigi, don't you see? That was his final gift to you. A new life, a new story, all your own.
This has all been very, very touching, but we're not getting any younger. Well, you aren't, at any rate. We have suffered your meddling long enough. I had intended to use this trap to kill the wyvern, but since you are so perfectly positioned...
How is this gonna help you kill Bracefelder?
It doesn't, but they don't know that.
Okay. I think Hildebrand will probably survive this, honestly.
I mean, if they were so inclined, Godbert and Julianne alone would just shatter the towers.
Mm-hmm. He's posing. He's beginning to believe.
A Manderville mammoth to the core.
I love him. He's so small.
And he's about to get even smaller.
I am Vivi, grandson of Archmagus Quan and Gigi, son of Hildebrand, Hilliard of Maximilian Manderville, and this is my story! The world!
Zawarador.
Wow.
Barkley. That don't look like the play dead emote.
Nope. The Rapture.
Seer and Ruja sleeping in frickin' Shadowbringer's bed pose.
Yep.
I mean, they couldn't even summon Hraesvelgr from his depression nap.
Yeah, they don't have the horn.
Yeah.
No! What? Julian? The Satsui no Hado, why?
I mean, she's had to sit through this farce for long enough.
I mean, me too, but you don't
About
see
ready to
me
beat the great shit out of her.
brimming with demonic energy, you know?
Yes, but unlike us, she can actually, physically affect something.
No, I guess.
Like Zoinks, man. It's like it never even happened. With the last of his strength, he turned back the hands of time. Not just for the pillars. Oh, he made us all as we once were. As we were meant to be.
After all that gallivanting about I get bugger all, what about my misspent youth? I was not meant to be this bloody old.
Ah, such a fine day! Never have I squatted with such perfect form. I may well have reached my physical peak. Ha! What rot. Act your age, you daft sod. You look foolish.
You should be grateful, man. Gigi saw what you would become and gave you a second chance.
That was our second chance to relive our glory days.
It was all rather silly, though, wasn't it? Maybe Quan had the right of it. Maybe it's not so bad growing old.
I was a coward when I was young. But now that I'm old, I'm not afraid to say things like, I love you, Doris.
You're a blind, bloody fool, Conspit. He stirs.
I say, am I dead again?
quite alive, Inspector, along with everyone else, thanks to Gigi, man. The Grand Sirs are also in our custody.
Ha! That's my they. Where's the little tyke anyway?
Gigi embarked on a brand new adventure, man. He's no longer with us.
I see. If that's what he wanted, then I could not be happier for him. I'm sure Archmagus Quan would feel the same way.
What do we do now, Inspector?
Is it not obvious, Nashi? The wide world beckons to us with the promise of mystery and wonder. We shall resume our never-ending quest for cases perplexing and profound, and perhaps one day we shall meet young Gigi again.
I hate to admit it, but this whole mess got me thinking that maybe it wouldn't be so bad if I really did have a grandkid. You did right by Gigi, Hildy. Your father and I can see that. Proud of the man you've become.
And I am proud of you too, Mother, for finally coming to terms with the ephemeral nature of physical beauty and allowing yourself to age gracefully.
Gracefully, was it?
Bisots.
And off he goes. We may have had a failure
Alright.
to communicate. Oh my god, the combo.
Knockout.
Whee.
There he goes again. Wait for me, Inspector. Wait!
I think that shape should still be in that. We should be able to find that.
Good.
Hark! What is the curious light I spy in the far eastern skies? This oh so familiar scent which fills my nostrils. Do I smell a case?
Oh, I forgot to read that part.
Were it not for me, my friends, for wherever the wrong shall want for succor, I, Hildebrand, shall be there, till we meet again.
Like, now that he's been knocked out of the park, man.
I say, you do know that so long as the core remains intact, little Gigi is not actually dead. Oh shit, for real?
We're goldsmiths. That's like.
Well,
we
she's a
saved
culinarian.
Gigi with a black pearl ring. No, when I say we, I mean you and me.
Oh, yeah, true.
And I'm talking about Gigi from the goldsmiths.
Yeah, I know.
That's right. So dry your tears, boy. There's no need for all this moping about.
He's fallen into a dormant state because he's used up all his ether. His core will gradually recharge as it draws upon the ambient ether, and in time he will awaken from his torpor. I shall tend to the child for now. As for these three, I shall be glad to take them back to Ishgard in your stead.
A most generous offer, my lord, but hardly necessary. After all, 'tis my duty to bring them to justice.
Although there is that unfortunate matter of... Yeah, now you remember.
Oh, yes. It was my duty, man.
Oh my god, look at Barlace in the background.
After everything I said to that young inquisitor, I can't go back to Ishgard. They'll toss me in a jail and throw away the key if they don't kill me outright.
Or, you could demand a trial by combat and have us champion you. The god of Idleshire and live in Hildy's gazebo. Someone ought to look after it while he's away, no?
That doesn't sound all that bad, actually. Full glad I am to accept your offer, ma'am.
I love that Godbird is just triple wielding all those weapons.
Yeah, you can do it.
Suppose there's nothing for it but to wait until he comes back down.
It was a most graceful strike, my love. You haven't lost your touch.
Classic Hildy.
I think we still have to turn the quest in, but we're almost done.
Almost.
I suppose there's nothing for it but to leave the grand sirs to Lord Godbert, and for me to see to Inspector Hildebrand's gazebo. I'd like to thank you for everything you've done, man. If you find yourself in Needleshield, come and see me. There are a few arrangements that I need to make, but I can't imagine it'll take that long for me to settle in.
And then we never see him again.
Don't worry about it.
Like, thanks, man. Until we meet again.
Off we go.
Off we go.
Oh wait, nope, over here.
Looking back on the course I've run, it's hard not to think of the man I was and feel ashamed. Before I took on this case, I had only left the capital a handful of times, man. Rubbish I believed, the facts I considered unassailable. Fury take me, what a fool I was. If I hadn't met you and the inspector and Gigi, I would never have realized how much I'd come to hate my job. Nor would I have discovered how much more satisfying it is to seek out the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, man. One might say that getting labeled a heretic and having to flee Ishgard is the best thing that could have happened to me. After all, now I am free to start a new life in here in Needleshire as the consulting inspector.
Oh no.
But enough about that, man. You're someone I'd like you to meet. Lord Godbert made some modifications, as you can see. His smaller size should allow him to absorb Aether more efficiently over time. We thought that if he were to travel with you and share in your grand adventures, that maybe it would hasten his reawakening. Thank you, my friend. I do hope our paths cross again someday. May the Fury bless you and keep you.
Oh, it's finally over.
Well, that was technically shorter than A Realm Reborn's because, you know, A Realm Reborn's took us 2 streams that were about 4 hours each, so... But we did it. Now we watch some ending credit thingies.
Manor chair. Goblin family.
Yeah.
Why don't we have house cleaning emotes? Yeah, we've got sweep up, but like... Oh, hey. Colonic Doctrine. Yeet. Goblins and more goblins.
Mm-hmm. All right, we did it.
And then this gobby says the damnedest thing.
He's not saying it. Hang on. Still
It'll
not
probably
saying
take a bit. I only barely caught it myself. But this little guy said, "Wherefore art thou, Inspector Seer?"
it. Huh. Gigi, also known as Vivi, but his secret is safe with you. There he is. The secret to a lost art of temporal magics is believed to be buried deep within this ancient automaton created by the legendary Charlian Archmagus Quan. Vitality levels are dangerously low due to a power drainage necessary to save the lives of his companions. I dare say you have the potential to become an exemplary inspector someday. Hildebrand. And that, folks, is stream for today. Went on for longer than I hoped, but I'm still glad we managed to get it all done in one go. Otaku, thank you very much for joining me today.
Thank you very much for having me.
Anyway, I am going to hop out of here expeditiously now because I need to go to bed, like right now. So, I'll talk to you all later.
Sleep well.